we are live with session 3 of Nova Indagatio. Do you guys remember what happened last time, or do you want me to fill you in?
We ended with talking with a shitload of undeads, I remember that. But it
Mm-hmm.
started with us waking up, realizing the drunkard was gone. Decided to then go and get him. Got back to camp. He was gone, now there was a cat there. The cat is actually a princess, so that's important. Fury ended up teasing Rin some more about that whole situation. Then we left the way we came. Fought a rabbit that almost turned me to fucking stone. Tried to play shooting practice with some flying weird tentacle things in trees. That didn't work, so we just left them. I got fucked by some scorpions, I think, also. Or maybe that was session 1. I think it was session 2. And then we came to the place filled with undeads. And talking spirits down in a chasm. Took a bit, realized how it worked, and then just started chatting. Got a lot of information. We know that the last party died further down south in a town full of undead with ghouls and shit. So that's a no-go fucking area.
Mm-hmm.
We know that in the center of the forest there's a tomb. Where they said they looted everything, but who knows, maybe they didn't find something. The elf thinks my sister... Well, the dead elf from the previous party thinks my sister's a cunt, basically. And does not like to talk to her. Because she's evil.
Well, it's just classic speak with dead people. They're like, oh, I don't like you. You don't radiate my energy.
Yeah.
True.
But the goblin loves her.
Basically, she doesn't pass the vibe check.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's it. We got a lot, basically spent an hour just back and forth, rolling a d4.
I mean, there was one more thing that Megumi wanted to ask the chasm before we ended, and we just didn't get to it. So
yeah, can still do that.
Sure, yeah. Let's pick up there. That's the wrong track.
I think you need to change your character name, Jess, because it still says Dot.
I do indeed.
Alright, yeah, you're before the chasm. Are you guys doing your rope thing still, or just chilling?
No.
I think they stopped doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
If the chasm goes under,
so yeah, Megumi will approach the chasm, and she'll be speaking in, let's see. I guess
it was an elf, it was a goblin, and I think a dwarf. I don't think we learned what the fourth person was.
Yeah, she's just gonna speak in common. And the question that
Common Maldonian?
Yes, Common Maldonian.
Okay.
And the first question that she has is there any unfinished business you have with the living?
Yeah, give me a D4. See who you get to chat with.
I think that's the goblin.
I believe so. Where is my list? Ah, there. And what is your alignment?
Neutral good.
I'm not talking to you.
Well, fine then. I won't talk to you. I guess she would, I guess she would just ask her second question. I don't know if there's a way, she can just ask it generally. But the other question is, would you like me to send any messages to your loved ones?
Mm. Your loved ones, eh?
Might get the goblin to talk.
Yeah, tell Kizix that the treasure's under the 3rd floorboard.
Get robbed.
Ah, yes, because we know where that is.
Exactly.
I will follow up with where is Kizix?
She's in the woods south of Prontera.
Well, since he can't respond to a question, or he can't respond if it's not a question, she'll just be like, I will see that it's done. And yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, that's basically it. She was concerned about the people that lost their lives, and she was hoping
Hey guys, I got a good question for these dudes. Maldonia. Yo, any of you know where Huge Diamond is?
Yeah, roll me a d4.
I thought we already figured out and they didn't find it.
Well, we didn't ask. We don't know.
I feel like we asked that.
Don't think you did.
Well, to be fair, if they found it, they'd probably have returned, but they could have found information on it that they didn't manage to report yet.
Oh, that's fine.
Sorry, what was your question? You asked if they found any big diamonds?
I said, does anyone know where a big diamond is?
Yeah, you hear a voice respond. It says no.
Does it sound dwarfish or completely different?
It sounds like a male.
Like voice number 2.
Yeah. Sounds
yeah,
like
but the
voice
thing is, we only
number
heard
2.
1 and 4. That's why.
Did you uncover any information in regards to the diamond?
Damn it. Yes.
What is the information you uncovered?
We believed there was a diamond sighted in the city to the south of our camp.
Is that the city that had undead in it that killed you?
Damn it, now I have to read the spell. Mm-hmm. Nope. Different city.
Ask them why they went to the undead city then.
Why did you go into the undead city?
Wouldn't you? It's interesting.
Exploration
Yeah.
and to put the dead to rest.
Well, they certainly put someone to rest.
Where is the city the diamond was spotted in comparison to the undead city?
Way south.
Is it around mountains or woods?
Is the city located near mountains or in woods?
It is likely surrounded by dead trees.
Get your geography right, buddy. That's southeast.
I said south.
Oh boy.
So it might be over here in the fucking volcano.
Are you still there?
Yes.
Are you still there?
Yes.
Are you still there?
No.
Are you lying to me?
Right? Are you lying to me?
Maybe.
Are you still there?
Yep.
Are you still there?
Are you asking that in still common Maldonian?
Yes.
Alright, give me a D4.
I swear. Oh,
Oh, did you talk to this guy yet?
I think that's the
I don't know.
dwarf then. You got the dwarf's name, I just don't remember it.
What do you want?
Hey, did you uncover any information about where the diamond was located?
Yes.
What's the information you uncovered?
We asked a bunch of spirits in this great chasm. It's, one of my party members, told us that it's located in one of the Twin Cities.
Is one of the Twin Cities the city surrounded by dead trees?
No.
Where are the Twin Cities located?
I don't know.
Would your other party member who uncovered this information have a reason to want to lie to me?
Maybe.
Why did you guys enter the city of undead?
We didn't know it was undead when we entered it. But we entered it to explore and find more information.
Okay, so my goal is now I want to ask bullshit questions until I can
gonna
talk
do
to a new person. Yeah,
Sure,
and
just
I'm
give me a
trying
D4
to talk
then.
to the goblin. So if I don't roll the goblin, I'm going to keep asking bullshit questions until I
Okay,
get
yeah,
back
we
to
don't
the
need. If
goblin.
that's your goal, then yeah, we don't have to go through the rigmarole. We've done it a few times, so yeah,
Because
you
I'm
can.
thinking it would eventually happen, right? It just, I don't know if you want to make a roll to see how long
Sure.
it takes and how long
Sure,
we
give me a
waste here.
D100, and if you want low or high, we'll say how long it takes.
I always want high.
Sure. Ooh, fairly quickly. The next person you get is the goblin. Hello.
Cool. Hi, did I'm not gonna skip this. What information did your party uncover about the diamond you came here for?
I'm not supposed to tell people, but you seem like a nice person. We found out that the diamond was in one of the Twin Cities.
Do you know where the Twin Cities are located?
Yes, they are on the
Where?
cliffs south of our camp.
The cliff, right? I'm guessing that's and then the...
Yeah, probably both of these cliffs, like here and here. So that's probably why they actually went into that city. Did you go into the undead city because you thought it was one of the Twin Cities?
Yes, we knew it was one of the Twin Cities.
Did you see any signs of the diamond in the city you went into?
No.
Anything else you guys can think of that we want info on?
No, but I think we should just totally come up with bullshit answers and coordinate them between all of us in case we die. To ask questions, because I think that would be really funny.
What? One more time, Felix? Sorry, I was like doing
So I
nothing.
want to ask this goblin, why are the other two dudes in your party jerks and lying to me?
If you really want to ask him that, you've lost your question, so you can roll me another D100 if you really want to see how long it takes to get the goblin back.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Okay.
I won't bother.
Or you can just roll a D4 to see if you get lucky and see if the next person you talk to was him again. Nope.
Nope.
Because I
That's
don't
what I
like
wanna talk to
twelves.
you.
I mean, why don't you ask that one why he's such a douchebag and lying?
That
Yeah.
one kind of told, like, he told me the partial truth. He said it was in one of the Twin Cities, but he kind of lied about thinking the Undead City was a Twin City. First one totally lied to me. Second one half lied to me.
What was your question again? Why are the other two party members douchebags or whatever?
Why are the other
Yeah,
two
true.
dudes in your party jerks and lying to me?
Oh. He'll respond, we are not jerks. But,
I mean, you lied to me, so
but
I mean, that's not very nice.
I cannot, in good conscience, lead you to such a powerful item.
Why?
I am a cleric, and I believe that those that are dead should stay dead.
Ask them why then they decide to help the king to get this diamond, right?
I don't have any qualms with the dead. I'm okay leaving them dead. This is in regards to a diamond. Why are you bringing up the dead?
What else could such a powerful item be used for other than raising someone who should not be in this plane?
So do you believe that the king who sent you over here to get the diamond intends to raise the dead with it?
Yes.
What was your plan if you found the diamond?
Destroy it.
Cast it into the flames.
No, I don't think I will.
Did you ever come across any of the inhabitants from this land?
No.
Do you have any idea who you suspect the king wants to raise from the dead?
I am not sure, but it matters not. I was sent here by the god of death to ensure this item never reaches his greedy hands.
Did you hear rumors of any inhabitants on this land?
Yes.
What were the rumors?
What rumors?
Do you know any rumors of inhabitants on this land?
Yeah.
What are the rumors?
My cleric told tales of deep dwellers that used to live here. People who live underground. I don't see them, though.
Did he give you any information about where like how to get to these deep dwellers or where they are?
No, he mostly told ghost stories at night about them. I think he tried to scare us.
Did he ever talk to you about wanting to destroy the diamond if you guys
I
found
do
it?
not understand your question, but I would
Oh my
answer
God.
it even if I did.
Now it's just switching around.
Alright, I'm done with this. Alright, I convey to you all the information I got from them, and that I think these two areas are the Twin Cities, and that the diamond is supposedly sighted in one of them, and they suspected, at least the cleric suspected, that the king wants the diamond to raise someone for the dead, and he was sent here by the god of death to make sure the king never got his hands on it. So that's kind of interesting that one of their party members was like actually not going to turn it over if they found it.
That's crazy.
John, do you remember?
Who would even
Was
do
it
such a thing?
evening when we got here, right?
Yeah, it was your...
Yeah.
Or, I can't remember if it was... I don't remember, but we'll just say it's the evening, because I have it marked that tomorrow is the 7th day.
Yeah, same. That's also what I would have it as.
So yeah, it's evening time if you guys wanted to rest up before your travel back to the camp, or if you wanted to ask any more questions.
I think I'm questioned out. I don't think there's anything else that I am interested in.
Or do you want to go check out these cities now? You do have...
No, we were planning
Sure.
on going back. I remember. At least I was.
Yeah,
we were
plans
gonna-
change. I'm just saying,
True.
you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days until your contact's supposed to be there. That's a lot of time.
But we are having a ration issue that is like we have for about 4 days worth.
I thought
Well,
you had
We're
I'm sure
gonna
they died with
go-
rations on them, so...
True.
And we're gonna go into the middle of the forest and check out that
All
tomb
right.
or whatever.
All right, you guys rest up for the night.
Yep.
Yeah,
Let's
All
do it.
right.
because we need to like stock up on rations before we head into desert.
All right, you guys have a peaceful evening. You guys can chat about around the campfire about all these details Fury just found out about, and in the morning you awaken. Your watches go peacefully. Nothing bothers you, and it's a brand new day.
Okay, I'm gonna make
Day
my
7.
rolls.
It was
This
24.
is-
Right? You could travel a day.
What's your slowest move speed? Are you all 30
30.
feet? I think it is 24, but let me just double check, because I never memorize this stuff. You can travel, yes, 24 miles a day.
Yeah, so we're traveling to here.
And yeah, can we
day
get some spells prepared, some poisons harvested, and some survival checks for food?
Oh
That's
yeah.
for food.
Yeah, that's enough for the whole party to eat today. No rations can be expended.
Woo.
Okay, and now I'm gonna do my poison.
Make sure
I
you're on
prepare
blind,
left
Guillermo.
and right fist for my spells for the day.
This is an interesting one. Yeah, you come across these strange mushrooms while you're getting your food, and you can give me a harvesting check. Ugh.
The fun mushrooms?
Oh, actually, that's enough. You get it.
Magical mushroom.
You know this to be insecticide.
Ooh.
This is inhaled poison, and I will add it to your
Interesting.
sheet.
Oh my
Thank
god,
ya,
no
thank ya.
mosquitoes, let's go.
No more mosquitoes.
And I now truly get high, John.
Inventory. Where did it go? There we go.
Megumi
Yeah.
takes out some catnip. I'm all set.
Insecticide is on your sheet. Alright, any other morning preparations?
I don't recall any. No.
Alrighty. You
Or then
guys
I'm
can-
30 feet away from the party.
Oh, did you still want to do that? I thought you were against that.
No, like before I was 35 feet or something like that, but now I'm
okay.
40.
Like 60 feet or something.
No, I think it was 50 then. 50 or 40.
Whatever. Whatever, buddy.
Are you
Yeah,
guys
I'm 30 feet
traveling
away.
like along the edge of this chasm, or you're like kind of getting far away from it and then traveling?
I think we kind of go to the direct route. I don't think we would travel right on the edge. I think we
Yeah.
kind of do more like straight. So like at the end of our day, we would get back kind of close to the chasm, but in the middle of the day, we're kind of out here more.
Gotcha.
You want a D100 then?
I want someone to make sure they're on blind GM roll and roll
Yeah.
off a table that I need to
I'll
pick.
do it.
And
Oh,
roll
I'm
off
not doing
of-
it.
Yeah, no,
Oh, no,
roll
it's
off
just you.
the Plains Region 1.
Oh, that's me clicking it. It is that one. There we go.
Whoa.
So what mod do you want?
Roll initiative.
A D20.
I was about to just type /roll 20.
Yeah, so you're scouting, right? Give me perception check first. And then if you miss it, the rest
Come
of the party
on,
will do it.
baby. Please.
Oh, yeah. So this happens about halfway through your travel. You're scouting ahead when you see this big creature. That maybe,
Is
I
it
don't
on
know
four
if you would have
legs?
seen this on in your homeland.
Maybe I've heard about it in my studies.
Probably heard about it. It's got a low slung head with twisted ears that lie back along its neck. It's got one big horn on its snout, and it looks like it's got thick hide skin. Knowledge nature.
I will sort of like put my hand behind me and then, yeah, like try and point it out to the party.
Yeah, you can. The party can join you, Megumi. You recognize this is a rhinoceros. It's kind of just eating some some bush, some low grasses in the plains. It hasn't recognized you yet. It's about maybe 80, 90 feet away from you.
Are they usually very aggressive?
Depends on the kind.
If you get in their territory.
You would know, or Megumi would know, that they're notoriously short-tempered and prone to attacking anything it perceives as approaching too closely.
Are we able to walk around this thing without taking too much of a detour?
I mean, how deadly do we think this thing is? It probably has a lot of meat on it. Probably could feed us easily for a day or two without, like, needing to use our rations.
Probably more
True.
than that, yeah.
Yeah, it's just whether or not the food will keep for long
Yeah.
enough.
I don't know,
really salt.
Megumi, you have, what was your check? 21. You have 2 questions you could ask me about this for mechanics.
What are its defenses like?
It's got an AC 16, mostly natural armor. It's got a very good fort save, lower than average reflex, very poor will save.
And C&D? Because that should be defense, right?
Yeah, it's 20, but 24 versus trip since it has 4 legs.
I am not gonna be able to trip that bastard.
It's large mechanically. Yeah, it's got 40 to 50 HP.
Does it have any special attacks?
Yes, it has
Probably
a powerful charge,
Yeah.
which basically just means it can charge. It gets like basically a big bonus attack if it hits you on a charge. Which I guess you waste your question on it. So it is a 4d8 plus 12 damage if it hits you on a charge.
That can one-shot me really
Yeah.
easily.
Pretty sure that could one-shot all of us.
Yeah, but I'm the one that's up in the front, so you know.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily gonna pick you to charge it, though. Could charge anyone.
So my vote is still us Giving it a wide berth.
Yeah, we don't want to get charged by that fucker. That's spooky.
Yeah.
All right. You give it
Damn,
a
I want to
wide
kill Rhino!
berth. Kill it then.
Hey! They're going extinct!
How do you
Not
know?
here.
Not
They're breeding
here.
like rabbits.
But yeah, you get to your daily travel. The sun starts setting, and you can set up camp far away from the rhino.
I think about the money that Rhinoceros horn could have brought to some illegal poachers that would have slain it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And the heads you could have sold to a nobleman.
Anything you guys want to chat about at the campfire, or we can kind of go to the watches and the next day?
So, what do you guys think the king's gonna do with a huge diamond?
Mm.
Well, obviously, the cleric suspected that he's wanting it to raise the dead.
Well, I don't necessarily think that's far off, right? Because from my knowledge of magic, most of the really, really powerful spells that require expensive diamonds, like 99% of them are related to resurrection, and half of the other ones are related to making wishes that are more powerful than anything else.
What if-
John, can I make a history check about the king, why he doesn't have eyes?
Sure.
I don't know jack shit. And that...
You've heard
Rumors-
rumors. There's 3 or 4 rumors that everyone always talks about or is well known. One is that he was born like that. Another one is he was cursed by an old hag, or his family was at least. A third one was that he was injured as a child. And the fourth one is that he or his father traded his sight away for power and securing his throne. Those are the rumors that circulate around the common people that what this happened.
Then we'll take a draft from his power and say, maybe he just wants his fucking eyes back!
I,
Seems like an odd thing to waste a diamond on. He's lived this long without his eyesight. He seems to do pretty well without it.
Maybe he needs that kind of powerful magic to get it back.
That sounds extremely unlikely. I mean, it could still be the case if there's some other incredibly powerful magical force
I mean,
interfering with his eyesight, right?
there's the rumor about his father, like, trading his eyesight for power, so, like, maybe he traded to, like, a demon or something, and might need, strong...
I mean, even if he was seeking to get his eyes back, whatever caused it obviously can't just be cured by, like, removed blindness.
Exactly, so maybe he needs, like, a whisper to, like, get his eyesight back.
I don't know, the cleric seemed pretty certain, even said that he was sent by the god of death to ensure that the king didn't get his hands on this diamond. I feel like if the god of death is so concerned about the king getting his hands on this diamond, that kind of leans towards the fact of even the god of death believes he's going to be raising the dead, which is obviously unwanted. But who would he even raise?
I mean, it's...
His father?
Because if he,
people...
well, but if he raises his father, wouldn't his father just go back to being ruler and he would no longer be king? Wouldn't that be like counterproductive to
Maybe
wanting
rise as a
power?
puppet.
Not to mention that he's not even the one his father named as heir.
Spicy.
He has a brother?
Yes. A brother who is incarcerated supposedly for his father's murder.
So if you're insinuating that that's supposed, then raising his father seems like even a sillier idea if it's not the truth, because wouldn't his father
Maybe.
then just say what actually happened if he gets raised?
Well,
That's what I meant with puppet, right?
But I don't think raise dead, like, it doesn't give you power over the person you raise correctly. You just raise them from the dead, but they still have free will over themselves. So unless he
Yes.
knows of some way to also combine magic to control him.
Magical items is, you know, maybe he makes a crown that's cursed and allows him to have control over his mind. We've seen weirder shit in the kingdom.
Well, either way, right? There are enough powerful heroes in all of history that one could call upon for any sort of reason, right? That could theoretically be resurrected with magic powerful enough and a sacrifice great enough that I
True.
think the list of potential candidates here is almost non-exhaustive.
Hear me out. Does anybody know his viewpoints on dragons?
No.
No.
Megumi? You seem to know quite a bit about him.
I don't think that he really took part in the subduing of the great dragon. That was his brother that brought the reinforcements from Frontera.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get is like, could he maybe want to like get them back and have them like do him a favor for rising or something like, hey, come like work for me, give me some power.
It's possible.
Would we know the stories behind how that dragon was subdued?
Sure.
Because it's not technically dead, right? It was just like...
As I can do a history check again.
I guess I don't know if we fully understand the... I guess me as a person, I don't know if I fully understand what was supposed to have come of that dragon at the end of the last game, because I
don't
know
why
we
don't
had...
you ask the daughter of the queen whose spells sealed it again?
Well, I'm saying, like, do we know that, like, we had to seal the dragon? I'm asking,
I don't
like,
think you
out of
know that
character.
anyone knows the particulars.
Okay.
Oh, like in character, yeah, no one knows the particulars. Maybe Shirazi shared it with her daughter, but other than that, everyone just heard that
No.
the dragon was vanquished.
Whitney doesn't understand it.
Out of
I'm
character,
asking
yeah. I mean, I
me out of
purposely
character.
kept it between
Made
Jess
it
and...
vague.
Because
Oh.
Jess and her character is the only one who's supposed to know the contents of the spell, so...
Yeah, but I figured we all in the party knew that she was doing
Yeah.
some spell to seal it, but
Mhm.
did we not know whether the dragon was, like, dead and sealed away, or still partially
Out of
living
character,
and
you
sealed?
saw Dan fight it in the astral plane
Yeah.
with him being dead and the dragon being dead, so take with that what you will.
Okay. Okay. I was just curious, because I didn't know, like, I was just curious, like, out of character, like, would, like, for instance, would Natalia believe that the dragon is dead, or
Yeah.
would she believe it's, like, dormant and just contained?
Depends how paranoid she is, but to the most reasonable person, it's dead.
Okay. I mean, I feel like Natalia would be wary enough to know that, like, like, if it's dead, why do we have to do a spell to contain it? Like...
The
Yeah.
people doesn't resurrect it.
But otherwise,
True.
like, theoretically, to resurrect it, you would have to get through Shirazi's containment spell, right?
Theoretically.
Okay.
Like a wish?
Well, you can't use a diamond to do wish and then also resurrect, unless he has, like, another diamond chilling around and he's gonna waste 2 diamonds on
Well,
it.
depending on how long ago that dragon died, right? You might not need that big of a diamond to resurrect it.
It's been at least 20 years.
That's not even that big then.
Well, to be
Yes.
fair, I don't know Pathfinder diamond magics too much, so I'm just...
Would my character know anything about, like, would I have been informed of any of, Jet's... how do I phrase this? So, let me just send you a personal message, hold on.
Here's one actually, yeah, like just
Secrets.
normal resurrection will actually do it. That cost us a 10,000 GP diamond.
I just put in Pathfinder Resurrection into Google. And the first result is from D20 PFSRD, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the auto-generated subtext, quote-unquote, price is 99 cents.
That's a cheap ass diamond. I think it's made of glass.
No, it's because on the site there's embedded magic description cards, death magic for 99 cents. But it's funny.
But I mean, okay, like, so I feel like you could just use a 10,000 GP diamond, which that can, it's hard to find, sure, but easier than a 25 GP, well, 1,000 GP diamond.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Especially for a king, can probably find one for 10 grand.
My mom hasn't told me everything about the king. However, she said that the king was doing his own thing. He wasn't necessarily on the side of the dragon as far as she knew, nor was he standing against it. He was doing something else.
Well, it wouldn't be surprising to me if he's interested in making any sort of non-kosher deals with people or creatures to gain power.
I mean, considering
To be fair, he is a wizard, so they do that.
And he's known to be a little shadier than most people would realize.
Yeah.
Then why exactly are we working for him against this?
You know, I'm here for reasons. Maybe not all entirely for him.
Huh?
Maybe partially for him.
Well,
I think we all have to have our own reasons to be willing to come on this mission. Let's be honest. Not a lot of people are going to agree to such a deadly mission without some ulterior motives.
what's your reason actually for being here, Leyland?
Wow. First of all, I'm honestly surprised that we didn't get gayest or something at the beginning of this, because that would have been really, yeah. Well, it's like, you know how he's a king and I got myself a ruler of my own, and they sort of do some ruling collaboration from time to time, and be like, he was like, "Oh, please, we need some help," and then I was asked, "They need some help. Can you go, please?" And
Just
that's
remember,
me there.
you're from the Elven Kingdom, right?
Yes.
But aren't the king usually like, no, go fuck everybody else, only myself?
That's extremely rude.
The kingdom's been shut down for the last few years.
Yeah, and just
I just
because
don't-
most people aren't allowed in because they're, they tend to not shower regularly.
Obviously, brother, the elves have some ulterior motive for wanting one of their parties out here, because, let's be honest, would the elves help anyone if there wasn't something in it for them?
That's my point. So,
I think that characterization is extremely rude and probably correct.
My mom did tell me once that the elves agreed to help the vampires in exchange for freeing some of their prisoners.
John, knowledge check about any potentially high powerful elves in prison in Maldonia.
In regards to what she just said.
I think he's thinking,
Yeah.
are there any, powerful elves imprisoned
Oh.
or something in Prontera that,
you
they
thinking-
would be trading for?
Sure, you can give me a knowledge check.
I don't know shit.
Yeah, that kind of thing, if it were true, would be highly not public. So,
Yeah.
You haven't heard of anything like that?
Oh.
You know, if that were the case, I probably wouldn't even know about it. So.
I see a nice stone over there, and it's calling my name.
Yeah, the sun is quite set at this point. It is getting late. The fire kind of smolders out, and you guys can rest and do your watches. Another peaceful night in the plains.
Woo.
And you awaken, and you can plot out your next, or do your rolls and plot out your next.
Yeah. I'm gonna make an alchemy roll to see if I can stabilize that poison I got yesterday.
Sure.
Ooh, and that's a no.
I think it blows up.
Unfortunately, it is expended.
Bye-bye, insecticide. Alright, and then survival for food.
1 or 2, I'm guessing.
You will save 2 rations this day. You will have to consume 2 others.
Roger.
Alright, and now...
How many do you still have on your sheet, Phoenix?
I'm still carrying 7 on me.
Okay.
And I think I said if you find a poison that's already on your sheet, you don't need to make a check for it. So I think you have this one. Let me check your...
Okay.
Yeah! You don't need to make a check to harvest this one. You can get... you can roll for how many doses you can extract, because this is one on your sheet. It is goblin vine oil.
What roll do you want me to make?
You can roll me a 1d4 to see how many doses you can extract from these. Ooh.
Oh, I did that on blinds.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just tell you. You get 4 doses of goblin vine oil.
Is it a good one?
I don't think it's amazing.
Golden vines are probably not.
It just, basically sickens things. It's
Do you
okay.
need to add that to your sheet, or you already have it, right?
I have it on my
Okay.
sheet right now, so I'm just gonna edit the number of it.
Excellent.
I have marked where we are going, John.
Oh, yes. Let's
To
take
the
a look.
ocean?
Whoa, what the heck?
Yes, we are going completely into here. Oh, it's the second marker.
I see. Okay. And someone who did not roll before can roll me a random encounter check. From make sure you're on blind GM roll and roll on the forest region 1.
Yes.
Excellent.
Did it get rolled twice?
No.
It
Oh,
looks
okay.
like it did to me, but
Yeah, I see 2 rolls.
Yeah, I programmed it a certain way, okay?
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Don't worry about it. Yeah, okay. Can our scout give us a perception check?
oh. No, I'm not. Okay,
scout?
yeah.
Oh, and Jess, can you give me a d20? See where on the journey you encounter these
Ah!
things.
I see nothing, John.
Absolutely.
There's nothing
Alright.
here. I don't know what
It's-
you're talking about, John.
It's near the end of your travel. You're kind of searching for a nice place to camp. And unfortunately, I think I have this already set up.
I'm invincible, nothing can hurt me. I'm immortal, la-da-dee-da-dee.
That seems like a Death Flag song.
Whatever do you mean? There's nothing here, Megumi. It is completely free. See? There's nothing.
Yeah.
As I get stabbed in the ass.
By a bunny.
For hoping not.
El Mirage to the ass.
It's the rhino, actually.
Oh my god. That'd be mean. So you said you're usually 30 feet ahead of the party?
I am 30 feet ahead because then everybody can get to me. Well, my sister can get to me as she is second.
Yeah,
And Megumi
just
hopefully can also get to me and heal my ass on the second round.
30 feet, okay. And I will bring you to a map as you guys are searching for a camp when suddenly surprise round on you. The rest of the party.
What? I swear I was nothing here. Well, I thought they also still get perception checks to see if they're surprised.
Yeah, that's what I just said. The rest of the party can give me perception checks, and you all can just roll initiative as well as I look for a combat track.
I'm a perceive real quick.
I'm apparently blind and can't find my perception button.
No, I'm the blind one.
I
Okay.
mean, I rolled pretty bad too.
So we do have a surprise round, but Megumi and Leyland, you may operate in the surprise round. The other two of you are surprised and cannot even act.
I was looking at her initiative, and I was like, she rolled an 8. How is she? I was like, oh, that's the initiative. Never mind. I'm just a little not awake still.
See, that's an 8 also.
Yeah.
So yeah, Leyland, you can do a move or a standard as you see these scorpions unburrow next to your friend.
I feel like I've seen this scenario before, John.
They kind of unburrow and they're about to
Well.
like snip at him, but you can do a move or a standard.
Which one is it? There we go. As my back is turned to him, see, there's nothing!
Yeah, I'm gonna... casting a spell is a standard, right?
Yep.
But you are a spell thief, so you can cast that spell with your bow. Well, not a spell thief, a arcane archer. Oh, that's cool.
Eldritch
Make it
Archer,
so.
yes.
Yeah.
I can do that. Not gonna do that. I'm just gonna... You know what? I'm just growing small. I'm reducing.
Oh, why do you have spell failure?
Don't know.
It is actually applicable for your class, right? Spell failure.
I have no idea.
Do you
Don't
have any?
think so. I think that's the idea with the mages that they don't. I think in light armor.
They don't occur spell failure when wielding a bow. It's part of your archetype. You don't have it while you're using your bow and stuff.
Oh, okay. So I'll just take that off then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As long as you're not wearing armor outside of the armor that you are
Allowed to.
proficient with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You can cast mega spells while wearing light armor, including normal arcanes, without incurring normal.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do you have your buff for reduced person?
Absolutely not. But I'm
Okay.
gonna do it.
Well, I have a programmed one, I think, on someone
Ooh, perfect.
from the other game. So I will just give that to you. I think we had that on Gerald, right? Holy
Yep.
shit, he was
Well-
like 1,000 buffs.
Gerald also had like the improved reduce, which
Doesn't
is
matter.
2 sizes down. Well, I mean, that one shouldn't be applied because when you
Yeah,
go tiny.
but I mean, it's not called reduce. It's something else. Okay.
Oh yeah, that is it was a different buff we did for that. Okay. So yeah, you should have the right buff and it should hopefully do the things. Okay, anything else? That's your standard, you're good?
Nope, that's me.
Alrighty. This creature will
Are they chaotic, John? Then a +2 to AC.
Let me double check to make sure their alignment is correct on the character sheet.
They're actually neutral good, Chris. Tough shit.
Yeah, unfortunately they are not chaotic.
Ah.
Yeah, so it will unburrow and go at you with the stinger. Hiya! Oh, terrible. Rin, you're surprised. Fury, were you surprised?
I'm surprised.
You're surprised.
I'm
Megumi,
so
but you
flat-footed
are
also, right?
cursed, so you do
So-
nothing as well, right?
Well, yeah, so she's like reaching out like what, and then like starts holding her head and just kind of, seems to not be doing much right now.
I mean, you can move, right? Isn't that the thing? You're
Nope.
just
No,
staggered.
I can't do anything in a surprise round.
Oh.
She's staggered on round 1.
Oh, right. Yeah, which
Um,
means you lose a standard or movement action, basically.
And here comes another stinger from the other guy, which hits
Yeah,
your
I'm just
flat
making
foot.
sure. I'm still flat-footed, even though it had been my turn, right?
Yeah, because you haven't
Because of the
acted
surprise
yet.
round.
Yeah, you're surprised. You didn't know what was going
Yeah.
on.
Then yeah, that
1
hits me
damage. Are
because
you
they
applying it,
aren't
or do you need
chaotic.
me? Do you need me to apply it?
No, I'll apply damage.
All right, fort save against the stinger poison.
11.
I think that's good enough. No, it's not. I just need. Oh, I think there's no.
Yes, I don't feel so good.
Is there no roll for it? Yeah, you just take 1 strength damage.
Specifically strength damage.
Yes, Leyland. We are in normal combat round now.
Ooh! I am still lightly loaded.
Shooting a Scorp.
Shooting a Scorp.
Yeah, just get shot. Come on. Ah.
That unfortunately will miss.
I'm just taking a step closer.
Yeah. Scorpion will go for a full attack on you. We got some claws that miss terribly, and the stinger. Oh, Rin.
John, to drop a pack was just a free action, right?
Yes, dropping things are free actions.
Which one was it that hit me?
The one to your left. This guy hit you. The other guy missed.
Okay, I will 5-foot step to here. Drop my backpack here.
Okay. Bloop.
That gives me a little bit of weight.
Why?
Because I am 0.1 from being medium in combat, and if that happens, my
Why would
AC
you
not
5-foot step though? Now I can't get into flank easily.
Because I don't want to be flanked.
They're gonna flank you anyways.
Yeah, but then it's not gonna get a full round of attack on me. Oh,
Okay,
well,
fine.
okay.
You're just fucking my bill, but okay.
I can move afterwards, sis. Okay. Chill.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go before you can move again. Actually, when you try to 5-foot step, I yell at you. No, don't do that!
He already did. All right, do your turn. What do we got?
Yeah. Just going over to combat.
But can you really deny what your sister is asking you to not do?
True. I don't know if you're actually allowed to do that. But that you will punch or do whatever to this thing, and it will take 3 damage.
Are you making a request of me?
Yeah, I'd be requesting you not to take that 5-foot step.
But he already
I am
did it.
standing here, John.
Like when he would be doing it, as I'm
Alright,
seeing him
alright,
trying to
alright.
move, I'd immediately be like, don't do that!
This is the text. I can't. If I want to, at least, it stopped me doing will saves. So it's like, brother, please don't move.
Alrighty.
Okay.
You punch that thing. Anything else? Are you flurry
Yeah,
of blowing or
Yep, I'm punching it one more time.
punching one more time? Ooh, that is definitely a solid hit. It's still alive though.
Oh, okay.
Fury.
Alright, bro, I got you.
Unleash the fury.
I just did.
Is this a charge or what are you doing here?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, only 1 precision? Damn.
Yeah, it's we rolled a natural 1 on that. But yeah, you get your flank bonus, so 1 damage.
Oh yeah, I didn't put that in there.
Yeah, well, one
And
non-lethal and one
then-
normal.
Yeah.
And then it will need a fortitude save.
Oh. I think that's good enough.
Yeah, probably. I won't even bother looking at what poison it was because I'm pretty sure that beats all my poisons right now.
All right.
My mind also
Okay.
going to be like, because this is at the end of the day, John said. So it comes down to like, when did you apply your poisons, time, yada yada yada.
I have enough poisons right now that once they wear off, I'd put another one in.
Okay.
Megumi, you are staggered. Move or standard?
I'm going for standard, and I'm going to.
Bless up.
Hashtag
nice.
bless.
Very nice.
No, the scorpions are blessed.
Caster level check.
Yes.
Tom's mean.
Yeah. You do have spell resistance.
Wasn't there something where like she can lower her spell resistance?
I have to
Standard
use a
action.
standard action to do
I
it.
screwed
So.
that.
Ooh, 9? I think that's high enough. Yeah, that's high enough.
Alright, you overcome her spell resistance.
What's your spell resistance then?
It's just 8.
Oh,
It's not a lot.
so it's really more just an inconvenience.
Yeah. It's basically like don't
Go away,
roll
wheel.
like shit, but
God damn. All misses from these poor scorpion. It's got blood in its eyes.
fuck these scorpions.
Leyland.
Well, I'm about to unleash some magical prowess on these dudes
Let's
because I'm not.
go!
Shoot this fucker.
Yeah, I'm gonna invoke my pool, my
Okay.
arcane pool. So now my thing is a +1 weapon,
Ooh. Fancy.
and I will just take one off. Okay,
Does Felix-
does it use? Yeah, it used one. And I will use. You know what? Yeah, I will use my ranged spell strike, or the ranged spell combat rather.
Mm-hmm.
So I will take a -2 to hit to just attack this one first, and then unleash a magic at the other one.
Sounds good.
So
Yes.
that's an attack.
Excuse me. That will skewer the scorpion as predicted, and you can aim your next arrow with magic at the other.
Yeah, I will. And okay, I have 2 different abilities pertaining to magic, right?
Mhm.
One of them is this dual wield thing that I can do where I can first attack and then do like a magic. However, I believe from what I read, this cast spell does not actually get delivered by the bow. So like this cast spell is actually literally a cast spell.
Oh yeah, I guess you don't have the level yet for where you use the bow.
No.
Depends on the
That's my
spell, I
second
guess.
ability, is where I can cast a spell with the range, blah blah. As is ranged, whenever an Eldritch Archer casts a spell that calls for a ranged attack, I can deliver it through the weapon that I wield.
Yeah,
right?
so what you're saying is yes, you can cast a spell that's not a ranged attack, and just like, so if you're like buffing yourself, you could like cast a spell to buff yourself, but if you choose to cast a spell that has a ranged attack roll,
Yeah.
you then can deliver it with your bow and take a bow
Okay.
shot. So yes, you can opt to
Perfect.
cast something else. It just means you don't have the extra shot if it's not something that has a ranged attack roll.
Perfect. Then I will do exactly that. So take the -2 to hit, and if I hit, I will unleash it will unleash a snowball. So 13.
13, I think, is the magic number. Yeah. And yeah, that'll hit for 5 with the arrow, and then you can unleash a snowball at it.
I believe a snowball. I'm gonna just click it, right? Yeah, that should be 2d6 point of cold damage.
True. 6 more damage. It's barely still up after the snow pelts it.
Did some damage, guys. Yeah.
Nice stuff. One last hurrah from the scorpion.
Oh, it doesn't try to escape.
No. It's
I
fighting
take
to the
damage.
death. And give me a fort save. Well, you're already
From the
poisoned
claw?
still. No, yeah, sorry.
They're
I thought that
toxic
was
claws.
I keep thinking it's the stinger. Boo. But yeah, it is your turn, and you do need to save, I guess, yeah, we'll do it at the start.
Okay,
because
so
you are still poisoned.
So I will make 2 saves then.
The stinger missed. You just make 1 save.
I have had this would be my second turn since I've been poisoned.
Mm-hmm. So you make a save to stop being poisoned. It's
Wouldn't I have
persisting.
need to make? Oh, because I didn't need to make one from last round.
Then I forgot to ask you for 1. So yeah, you should make 2 then.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to ask. Yeah.
That is enough. So you're no longer poisoned.
Thank God.
Nice. Kill. You squash the scorpion.
Hassan.
I will go and see if anyone needs healing.
I take out a wand out of my ass cheeks.
Can we keep that somewhere else? It's kind of gross.
Are you?
I think I want to get healed by the wand.
You targeted the scorpion. Are you?
Are you healing
expecting-
the scorpion?
Yes.
Are you?
Poison?
baby.
Yeah. You have 2 attempts here. I believe it is a survival.
Attempt 1.
Yes. You obtain 1 dose of this. I think I gave you 1 before, right?
Yeah, I
2
think I have
doses.
this one on my sheet.
Yes.
This was scorpion poison, yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. And yeah, you guys can find a safe place to call it a night. Back to
Can you get any meat off these scorpions, sis? I don't think that's edible about them.
I mean, do we want to try to eat them? They're poisonous creatures. It's a little iffy.
Have you had lobster before?
Megumi, is there anything edible about these things?
I would say there's not much left to eat after you remove the poison. You guys just like murder these things with arrows and punches and stuff. It's there's nothing salvageable.
Hey, I'm just, tendering the meat with my fists.
Yeah, there's not much meat on these things.
Fair enough.
And again, yeah, you guys are around the campfire. Anything you guys want to chat about, or we can go to the watches.
My teacher used to told me that I'm blind most of the time because I'm not paying attention. You might start to be a little bit right. I think this is the 3rd time now.
I mean, maybe that song you were singing summoned them.
I don't necessarily feel you're too cut out to be a scout, but
Hey, I have been taught to be fairly sneaky. It's just a bit hard, doing that and also moving, and I get distracted fairly easily.
I mean, it's up to you. Like, I'm not saying you were wrong. Just, it seemed ironic that you were singing a song about how invincible and awesome you were, and then scorpions.
They only hit me twice. Though, my ass hurts.
Well, I'm sure with a good night's sleep, you'll be good as new.
No one really here wants to hear about your ass anyway, so, I don't know, keep that to yourself.
Well, sis, at least I have one.
I mean, you know, if it hurts, try taking the wand out of it.
True, that's a really weird place to keep your wand, bro. Like,
It's my back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Prison pocket,
Sure.
No, actually, as I turn around, it's just out of my back pocket.
Okay,
You should
buddy.
fire your tailor.
The watches go smoothly. The night goes pleasantly. And we awaken to a
Long
brand new morning.
rest.
All right, let's go look for some food.
Okay, apparently it didn't actually. It should have had an effect, and I should actually have been encumbered, I guess. But for some reason, it didn't.
I think I find nothing today.
That's great.
Yeah, no rations for today.
Well,
All right, let's look for
you're
some
removing
poison.
4 from us, Felix.
Poison.
Yep.
And then when you are, that basically means like we have no rations left, even in the camp, right? Because those
No,
would say
I still have 11 rations back at camp.
Oh, we still have 11 back in camp. Okay.
Yep. I'm not carrying all of them with me because I don't have that much weight.
Yeah, Whitney, you need to give me the roll from the table for your poison search.
Oh, yeah,
But
sorry.
I'll use that check to harvest.
My butt.
This is a new one, I think. This is a strange poison you find. It's actually... let me make sure. Yeah, you actually find like bottled poison of this. You're like searching through the woods for food. You don't find any, but you come across this poison, and I'll use your check to like you identify it. It's only one dose, but you kind of open it up, do like a little waft smell, and you can identify this to be Blackfinder's Silence, which I will add to your sheet.
So I definitely need you to add that one.
There you go. And yeah, the journey plotted out. You guys are headed directly to the center to check out that tomb.
Yep.
Alrighty. Someone who hasn't yet may put yourself on blind GM roll and draw a result from the forest region 1.
You're gonna do it, Felix?
I'm doing it.
Don't get me stabbed by bunnies, Felix, I beg of you. I don't want to be stoned. At least not that way.
And I need a d20 to see where in your journey.
Do you want a
I'm
perception?
giving it to you blind because I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, if there's a scout, give me that perception first. Very nice. And you guys, I'm just going to move you. This happens like 3/4 through the way through your journey, but I'll just move you to the tomb that you guys can explore after this little combat. Or you can ignore it. You see, because you passed your perception check, you see some small little creatures that I'm getting their description.
Yep.
They are the size of a house cat, and they're a beetle. It has dull brown color on them that's brightened by 2 glowing green and yellow spots along its shell or carapace. You can give me a knowledge nature to identify these. They are like along the path you're traveling, like maybe 45 feet ahead. They're just
How many are there?
There are 2 of them, kind of just buzzing and chilling. Leylin, you know these
I know
to be...
what they are.
Yeah.
The
Megumi,
giant fire beetles.
Yeah, Megumi, you've heard of them. They're fire beetles, but you don't know anything else. Leylin, you can ask as much as you want to know about fire beetles.
Kind of want to know what they do in Pathfinder compared to D&D. So, like, what What special abilities do they have? Let's just put it that way.
Their glowing glands provide light in a 10-foot radius, and a dead beetle will continue to glow for 1d6 days after its death. That's their only special ability.
All right. I don't think I need
I'm
to
not
ask
sure what they do in
anything
D&D. Yeah.
else. Yeah.
Don't
pretty
blob in
that's what they
D&D.
do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're relatively weak light sources, essentially.
Yeah, and they're known not to be like super hostile. So unless you guys want to start trying to smush them or attack them,
I don't think we necessarily want to, right? Unless you're feeling particularly murdery right now.
well, a thought that does enter your mind is if you're planning on going in a tomb, it might be dark for those that can't see in the dark. So there's
True.
some
Which
glowy flashlights, unless you have another light source.
is Felix, I think, is the only one that does not dark vision.
I only have low light vision. I
also live
can't
low
see
light.
in the dark.
So yeah, if you
well,
can-
the thing about that is, right? We could do that, but then we would have to extract the gland from a corpse and carry that around as light swords.
Or you can
I
just
would
capture
let
them
everyone know
alive.
that I have
More
a-
disgusting.
I would let everyone know I have a light spell.
Yeah,
Yeah, that probably just works better.
I also do.
Fair
There's
enough.
no reason to anger Mother Nature, just for shits and giggles.
Well, next question: how corrupted do they look?
They actually don't look
Are
corrupted.
they poisonous?
They are not poisonous.
Damn.
But
So I
after
think
you
we just
skip
leave them alone.
your beetles, you kind of just ignore them and walk by them. You guys arrive at the center of this forest, and the spirits did not lie to you. There is some stone structure here with languages from everyone.
I have the
Let's
most
see,
language you have ever known, John. And they are Common and Elven.
Celestial, Draconic, Null, Sylvan, Common, and Elven.
Common and
Com-
catfolk.
Common, Draconic, Drow, Elven, Goblin, Undercommon.
Let's
None
go.
of you understand the runes that are written
Yeah, because I think it's
on-
Dwarven. I think
Probably, yeah.
were told it was a Dwarven tomb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there
I'm
are-
not gonna
there
learn
is-
the language of no dwarf.
Yeah, there are some letters above the archway that leads into this stone structure.
Can I make a linguistics check to see if I can pick out any words or anything?
You can make a linguistics check to try to figure out what language it could be, but you won't be able to. Yeah, it's probably
While
Dwarven.
she does that, John, I will set up a tent near here because it's probably also getting into the day, I'm guessing, right?
It's the late evening that you've reached here. You still have a few hours. You could explore it if you want, or you could wait till tomorrow morning.
Well, no, we'll probably explore now, but then afterwards, like, set up camp, and I'm just setting up the tent now, because then I'm
Sure.
not carrying it into there.
Yeah, you're pretty sure it's Dwarven. That was a pretty good check. You probably see like you can make it one word that says lies.
Probably here lies someone.
I think it's talking
Or maybe
about
they're lying.
Yeah.
You're not sure. You don't know the language. It could be either one.
It could say like, all lies prohibited or something like that, right?
Maybe.
Megumi, that light spell you have, what is, like, the strength of it?
Well, may I touch you?
Probably not me, because if I'm going to be scouting ahead, then I'm lighting up like a beacon, and then I can't really hide in the darkness down there, and it's
Okay.
more like how far I need to be away from you guys, basically, to, be still in the dark. And,
Oh, I see. Well, I'll touch my shield, and I'll use the light spell.
Shines bright in the night.
it's a 40-foot range,
And
and I'll be 45 feet away from the party, John, so I will be in complete darkness down there.
Yeah, 1 second. Just adding light. You do 20 bright, 20 dim. And I think there's an option to say you are emitting the light. Oh no, yeah, I think this is gonna... Boom. There we go. Let's just do a quick check. Yeah, it's giving you 40 feet of light. Yeah, are you guys walking in? I can bring you to the tomb map if you wish.
The idea is that I will be scouting stealthily, so we will be moving slower.
Yeah, and if we're moving slower, I want to have some detect magic going.
Do you also want some light, Leyland?
If it's the you can only have one light spell on it at once.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the second, like,
Oh, I see.
power set.
And I haven't prepared mine today, but we're good.
That's fine. You can see off her light.
Yeah.
Although...
I'm gonna make 2 key venoms up and put them in my sheath.
I just added low
Here's
light vision to your sheet, Leyland. Are you detecting magic on the entrance, or are you doing it after you've walked in?
Well, I want to start outside, right? Take a nice look, and then we can go in, and I'll try and have it on.
You cast detect magic, and yeah, you can keep it going. You are moving slowly, so you can stop and then concentrate and see if there's any magic in the area. And yeah, you detect magic on the entrance. There is no magic. Rin starts to stealth forward into the darkness, and I'll bring you to a map.
I think I'm gonna actually stealth up with him this time, because I do have dark vision, so...
Yeah, so I guess we are both just...
Yeah, so I feel like it'll be him and I moving together with them with the light behind us.
Sure, give me a stealth check. You should blind general it. You should know how well you do.
So we can't reroll like Felix could. We are stuck
Don't
with
have
the
that
roll.
ability yet. Get wrecked.
Alright, you both stealth forward, and I'll bring you to the map.
Yep.
Fury and Rin, you should be about 40 feet ahead of the party. Maybe one more square.
Yeah, but that would still be in the light, no?
Yeah, you're just in the light, so you want to be one square ahead.
Yeah.
And yeah, feel free to investigate as you please.
If actually it's a radius around her, I can't see the radius.
You have...
Oh.
Yeah.
I think actually it is there, but it's just very slight, I guess.
It's actually hard to tell because dark vision's black and white, and her light gives color to things, but you're in a black and white environment. It's stone and gray, so it's hard to tell where the light ends and the light begins. She knows because she can only see in the light. But for you, it's hard to tell where the light begins and ends in here.
I'll go moving forward. I will perceptioning along the way, John, to see if I spot any traps.
Sure, give me perception.
That was my perception looking around this room.
Yeah, it's stony, nothing around. Rin, you do see a trap, but it has long expired. You see there's like a tripwire that seems to be like snapped in half, and there's nothing around, but the tripwire seems to be either has been tripped or has been disabled.
For some reason, Rin's character keeps disappearing for me.
Yeah, the lighting
also
is...
just disappeared from me.
Yeah, it's some weird bug that people just disappear.
Yeah,
like
we
trying
had that
to
before already.
keep up with him, but I like...
Yeah, as long as you tell me your intention, I'm not gonna try and screw you by your positioning and stuff. I know the general
it is
idea
staying
what you're
45 feet away from the party, and I will from time to time to see if there's any traps, and if I don't see any, I keep moving.
doing.
I'm looking around the room as we go.
Yeah, let's just
Same.
hold on a second.
Me with detect magic.
Yeah, there is no magic here. Megumi, you see the same expired trip line that is broken in half, so there's nothing to avoid. You can just walk through it. Rin, in this new room, you perception check, and yes, you again see an expired trap. There seems to have been some mechanism in this doorway that either was triggered or disabled or broken. It's kind of, there's these gears that are smashed and broken out of the wall. And you see a bunch of these bones scattered in front of this tomb. and there is a tomb.
Do the bones look smashed?
They do look smashed. They look like they were smashed with some sort of blunt instrument at some point or another. And
Yeah,
you guys can
probably
continue
those, yeah.
your search.
Yeah, well, go in here. And here, John, I will take 20. Scouring the entire bloody room.
Sure, your take 20 is 28. Yeah, you don't find anything unusual. You again see this tomb that has the same kind of lettering that you saw outside. You can't make sense of it, but the stone seems to... The lid is like half ajar. It seems like someone opened it or left it open or something. And yeah, I don't know if you want to take a look inside, but it is ajar.
I'll go look inside.
Them dudes really went grave robbing with the cleric of death.
I know. The fuck?
Yeah, you take a look inside. You see that there is some skeleton in here that is clearly, as you implied, some dwarven height. The clothes on it are pristine. They look brand new, but there's no other discernible valuables that you can see on it. No jewelry, no rings, no... you detect magic, no magic. Or the clothing radiates magic.
Probably to keep it nice, I would guess.
So,
Maybe we
do
can
we
sell it?
kind of think that the other party plundered this tomb?
I mean, they did say
Seems
they
like
took
it.
everything.
That is what they
But
said,
that's kind of crazy to me, knowing that there was one of them was a cleric of Forno. I'm surprised that they were okay with that.
Megumi, does Forno have anything against tomb raiding? If it's
Most of the
for
gods are
a-
anti-tomb raiding.
Yeah, but if it's to help with a mission he sent his cleric on, would he maybe look past?
That's pretty good. You would know that Fury is right. The gods generally frown upon grave robbing. But there is a loophole or exception. If you make sure you bring the items back and they're used for some noble purpose, it's generally okay.
I would relay that to Ren.
Maybe that is for like the dwarf
I'm
was
gonna-
fine with it because they were gonna use it to basically keep, in his opinion, the gem away from the king. That was going to resurrect somebody, which his god didn't want him to do. So that's why he maybe saw like it's fine.
Yeah, and since he died now, that means he's probably rotting in hell.
I'm
Well,
gonna,
no, he's the
like,
chasm.
close up the tomb and
Fair
try
enough.
to just write everything.
Try to what?
Like write everything, like put everything back how it should be. Like obviously they left the tomb like partially open and kind of like disturbed. I'm trying to like
you can try to put it back the
sort
way you
of-
think it should be. Yeah, you can close it up, and there's nothing else really around here.
Was there still
Yeah.
bones in the tomb, John?
There's a skeleton that was of dwarven height
Okay.
and stature.
Gotcha.
I will say a prayer to the gods. Just, not like the power type of prayer. Just sort of like,
I closed the door. Okay.
may these people rest in peace, kind of thing.
Yeah.
For the fun of it, John, I will also here take 20.
Yeah. You take your time, you run your fingers along the wall, and around here, you feel a breeze coming through the wall. You're running your fingers along the wall, and there's like a clear straight line that you kind of cross. You're confident there must be some secret passageway or some door or something.
Everybody, over here. Just follow my voice. I'll also point out where I'm feeling the breeze.
Right here.
Okay.
No magic. You can detect magic. It's not magical. It must be a mundane secret door.
I couldn't really find anything that might be a trigger for it.
I'll look.
Yeah.
Do you want perception or disable
Can anyone
device?
beat a 28? Take 20?
20.
So that's the
Perception?
thing. If a help comes in, can we?
If a what?
if somebody helps, like with the help
Oh
checks, but
no, you
do
can't.
that
You
on
can't
the-
assist with, or
And
at least not in
the
this circumstance. Would make sense.
guidance is only a minute. And it's 2 minutes, right? Took 20?
Take 20 is indeed 2 minutes. Yes.
Yeah. So, no, I don't think that's the way for us to get higher than 28 then.
Yeah, you guys look around. You don't see a way to operate how to get through this door.
Well, I'm gonna do some magic, boys. Gonna-
Actually, before a question, John. Can I figure out the trap that was here beforehand? What that trap seemed to maybe have wanted to activate? Had it gotten triggered?
You don't see anything. You looked around. You saw the broken tripwire. There's no other things around here.
Okay.
It might have been a magical trap. It might have been the other party may have took the things that the trap did. I don't know, but you're not
Yeah,
sure.
okay.
First of all, I'm gonna use prestidigitation around the area. I'm gonna start, cleaning the wall, seeing if there's anything that reveals itself by, just magically hosing it down.
Yeah, you
We
can
got
remove
plenty
the
of water.
yeah you can remove the dust and clean up the area. So now you
Yeah.
can definitely see without the perception anymore the clear indentation of this big stone door that was previously covered by dust and stuff.
I nod my head. I like push on one side, see if it gives. Push on the other side, see if it gives.
No.
I say, guys, well, let's hope it's not locked, right? And I cast open on the door.
Oh.
That is so fucking interesting if this thing works.
The spell unfortunately fizzles as something must be blocking the door. Or it's locked or something.
Yeah.
Just, do you think maybe you could, like, do you see if maybe there's some way for you to open this thing?
Well, I'm assuming for me to try a disable device to open it, I have to perceive the mechanism. And if I can't perceive the mechanism, then I can't roll a disable device to try to open it.
You said, like, the outline is, like, very, very small, right, John?
Yeah, maybe it's like... it's like paper thin.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe not paper
So,
thin. It would be like the thickness of this phone, probably. That's how thick the... Yeah. I think that's a good...
I'm gonna put my eye out to it and try and see if I can see, like, how thick does this thing look?
You're like looking through the crack?
Yeah, because I have dark vision, so...
Yeah, you have dark vision. Yeah, you can kind of see through. Yeah, you see through. There's a bunch of like rocks in there, and you see like the faint, some wooden chests in the back of the room. You can like make out this like.
So, there's a chest in there, a bunch of rocks. Are they like rocks in the ground, John, or like seem that they could potentially be part of a trap, those rocks?
You just see the slight edge of like boulders in your vision, and then like this chest, like piece of like a wood. I mean, you assume it's a chest. I guess your vision is kind of very thin, so you see like wood and like you don't have color, metal bindings. So it presumably looks like a chest or a barrel binded by metal, maybe some
And
wooden.
the boulder?
There, you only see a sliver of it, so you just see like stone next to it. So, but it's like
So
big
it's like
stone.
on
So
the
it could
ground?
be, yeah.
Up, okay, it's on the ground, because that's what I'm trying to, like, is it in the air that I'm seeing this?
No, yeah,
down
you can
there?
like go. I mean, you can only go unless you like go on someone's shoulders or something. You only can look at your height. So at your height, there's stone there. So it's either like a big
I am
boulder
6'10".
or yeah. So you can only see 6 feet up. So yeah, so there's like boulders in your vision.
Almost 7.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I can jump.
Sure,
That's
you
it.
can
But
jump.
yeah.
Is it possible for Fury to reset the trap and then maybe we could like trip it and see if that like causes the boulders to come out?
Well,
Try.
step one, I want to try something.
Yeah.
The gap, it seems wide enough that an arrow could potentially pass through.
The shaft of your arrow could fit through, not the
The tip
arrowhead.
not so much.
Probably not. Actually, if you
Yeah, that's-
if you put it like vertically, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Also, how thick was the door? Because that was my starting question.
I don't know how you could tell how thick the door
Yeah, you
is.
can't really tell that. That's not easy to tell, especially...
Yeah, like you can like knock on it and it just sounds like stone. It doesn't like echo.
Well,
or
yeah,
anything.
because like it was like basically like trying to see, but I guess because I can't really see to the sides.
Yeah, you can't see to the sides. You don't know how thick it is. It at least a foot thick, probably, maybe half a foot.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. Either.
Alright. Okay. First, could you switch your light spell over to this arrow? And I'm gonna go light a torch real quick so we don't go blind over here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Gonna do that,
Then-
light a torch.
Yep. I will switch the light spell.
Alright. Then I will take this arrow and I will just fire it through that crack into that room so I get some vision.
Alrighty. Yeah, you can fire the arrow with light into the room. It'll clatter against the stone and the room is lit up and you can see into it if you look through the crack.
Okay, now.
You can see that the bands of metal are indeed gold
Okay.
on that wooden thing.
Okay. How far away would that wooden thing be, would you say?
I would say give me a perception check and I'll give you an estimation.
It's
I'll
not
take
so much
20.
about an estimation or not. I'll give you a perception check.
But yeah, also help though.
There you go.
Yeah, it's like maybe 40, 50 feet in the back of the room there.
Fuck, that's too far away.
What was your idea?
I was
You're
gonna
trying to
try
open
it.
Okay. Yeah, and if it's a foot thick, it's gonna take forever to try and open it with a pickaxe. Hmm.
Okay, I still want to look around this crack more. See, maybe even try to switch to the other side of this door to see if that crack you can see, you can get a slightly different angle.
Yeah, you
I just
can-
want to observe this room to see if there's anything else that could be remarkable.
Oh, it's also a crack below and above the door?
Not that you could see through. It seems to be very more tight on the top and bottom, but there is cracks on the sides that are as thick as, again, like this phone thickness.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want to call that. But yeah, you can go to the other side, and this side you will only see, there's light in the room, so you can see in like 20 feet, and then all of a sudden there's like boulders and stone that obscure the rest of the room. So in the back of the room, it looks like the boulders have either fallen down or are taking up this side of the room. You don't even see the chest from this crack. I mean, I guess if you go on like an angle, you could see it, but then like here, you can see there's a lot of boulders and stuff on this side. And I guess I will consider that you could be detecting magic through this crack, and you have 60 feet. Yes, you do indeed detect magic in this room, and you can give me or can you throw it in chat? Detect magic. Oh, it's there. It's there. I have it. First round, there are 2 auras. After the second round, one is more potent than the other. There's one aura coming off of the chest, and there's one aura in the general room. And then you can give me a knowledge arcana if you would like to know the school of each aura.
I'd love to. Should I give you 2?
Yes.
There you go.
So chest and room.
The room, there is illusion magic. The chest, abjuration.
Well, it seems like the chest's protected by some sort of spell, and the room... illusory? Of some
I
description?
choose to disbelieve something in there, John, as I'm looking.
What do you choose to
Well,
disbelieve?
what do you just...
First, I choose to disbelieve this door.
Sure, give me a will save. And make it blind to me. So you don't know
Yep.
how well you...
The blind general.
Door's fake.
Nope. Solid stone.
The chest
Doesn't make
is
it
the
not
following
fake.
one. I
Give me
choose
another
to
one.
disbelieve.
that thing is super real. You're looking at it and you're like, damn, that's solid wood in there. And now, yeah, you can see color too, so you see like the gold bands around this thing.
Can illusion be used to hide something as well?
Yeah.
Like, not like make something there, but okay.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
How the I choose to believe there is something there? Like, can you...
You only can will
Like,
to
how the fuck would you
disbelieve.
go around that?
I've already considered that you're willing to disbelieve a general illusion, and unless I've considered that, like, so you're not. What you see is what you believe is there.
Okay, so, yeah, because there's something like, can you illusion something like, let's say there's a pole in the middle, but the illusion makes it there is
The
no
illusion
pole.
would be that you make an illusionary cave floor and area around it so that it doesn't look like the pole's there.
Okay, yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I got nothing then. Kind of on
Well,
my side. Like it.
I'm gonna go keep investigating this room we're in, and let's start with this tripwire to see where that mechanism leads, if it
Yeah.
leads anywhere.
I'm gonna, for the fun of it, John, I'll go back to the entrance here and take 20.
Sure. Let's do Felix's thing first. You go
Yep,
to,
fine.
you trace the both ends of this tripwire that's been snapped, and you like pull it, and you go, and it's like jammed in between the stones in the wall. Both ends are, so I don't know if you want to try and pull them out. But yeah, you like follow each half of the line. That was I can basically draw it to make sure I'm describing things correctly.
Yeah, I take.
So yeah,
I
the
totally
line
want
was
to take
here,
a step
and it's
back.
been like snapped in half. So each half is like to each end of the wall.
And where was the other line that I saw over here?
The line you saw
Oh.
over there was a similar thing. It was like that. Both have been snapped in half, and on this one you saw like or where's my ping? On the one in the tomb room, it had like gears and stuff that were smashed around. Here, there's no such mechanism seen. The each end of the rope goes to, or string, or whatever you want to call it, fish line, is wedged in between the stones. So you could try to tug on it. You could do, I don't know what else you want to do with it.
Well, I want to see first to see how much force it needs to quote unquote reconnect it, right? To just I want to see under how much tension this thing was.
Yeah, as you try to pull them, it seems like it was like very tight tension. Like it seemed like it was like the perfect length to connect. So now that it's been snapped,
Yeah.
it's like super hard to. I don't know how you would even repair a fish line. I don't know what
Yeah,
materials you
exactly.
have on you, but
I mean, he has more rope.
Could you use a mending spell?
perhaps if
Don't
the
have
strands of
Yeah. We'd somehow also need to tension it, right? So that's the next issue.
But yeah, as you pull them tight to try to do that, you feel that they are very tightly secured in the stone.
Yeah. Well then. Interesting. I do wanna... Okay, I do want to do some engineering here.
You just let me know when 2 minutes have passed. Then.
Yeah, you search the other room for 2 minutes. This will still be going on while he's doing his thing, but there's nothing of note that you can find.
Sure. Yeah. I'll just coming back in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna essentially start with getting a couple of arrows, like 5-6,
Mm-hmm.
and getting them stuck as well as I can in the ground. Just like building a pseudo pole here, right?
Okay.
So at least I have something. Then I'm gonna get out some soap with my water skin and just get some soap, right, and
Okay.
make sure that the pole is a little slippery.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start pulling some twine off of my rope,
All right.
and I'm gonna create a nice connection knot between, let's say, the top part of the tripwire
Okay.
and my twine.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask people hopefully, that they help me pull on this twine. You know, I'm gonna tie some nice handles into it, right? So you know, just some knots so you can better grab the twine. And I'm gonna essentially let's see if maybe there could be the case that this was somehow connected to something that we could lift, or maybe it just snaps. Who
Just
knows?
out of question, are there a door here?
No, there's no door. It's just an open area.
Okay. So at least there isn't potential threat that just like shut something behind us or some shit. From the looks of it. But yeah, I'll help Leyland do what she needs me to do.
I'll also help.
Gonna give us a hand since
Kind
we're
of
not
off in
drunk.
the other room right now, checking shit out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So unless you like yell for me and say you really need me, I'm gonna be in this room.
Not
like
yet.
just
We're
looking
gonna
at
try
stuff.
like this first and see if
Mhm.
it's strong enough. If it breaks.
So yeah, describe to me exactly what's happening here. So you're kind of created, you're tying off the half of the trip line to this pole, and then you're getting like you're using it as
No,
leverage. Or what?
it's not tied to the pole. The pole is essentially just an anchor.
Okay.
So that we have potentially some that we're not directly essentially in this line thing. If in case something above could fall down or whatever terrible thing could happen to us from above, right? If we break this tripwire, I want to be essentially towards the entrance, right?
Okay.
So this is essentially just a hinge point, so we're not directly in the line of the tripwire if this is a terrible idea.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so we are on this side.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we're like pulling through here essentially. And I could have just used the wall here of the rocks, but I don't trust rocks to be sharp and jagged and...
And you're just doing this with one of the left side?
Yeah, just the left one for now.
All right, and you're all pulling together.
Yep.
All right, let's well, who has the highest strength?
Felix.
Which is
I have
what?
12.
12? Okay.
I have 7.
Yeah, that's a
Like I
group
told you,
effort.
I'm not a strong monk. I am
Yeah.
dexterous.
Mine was just 10.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Leading the charge with the strong elf, you guys you kind of like get a good grip on it, and
Felix.
you do a nice little timing where you together you go 1, 2, 3, pull, and you all pull it, and it does pry out of the rocks, and you guys hear a hiss and a spouting of something. You like you hear some
Spellcraft.
what?
No, I don't think that's spellcraft. I think the room just got gassed.
You hear some like rocks kind of break apart as those you kind of stagger back a bit, and you hear this like, psh, and then it slowly dissipates, and in a few moments you see some grayish smoke kind of fill the entrance to here a bit, and then it slowly starts dissipating after like a
I'm
minute.
gonna put on a piece of cloth and just...
I want to cast Detect Poison.
Oh, sure. Throw that in chat for me. You determine whether the creature, object, or area has been poisoned or is poisonous. You can determine that each time the poison with a DC 20 Wisdom check. Yes, you detect poison. Give me a either craft alchemy or wisdom check, or no, wisdom check just to see if you know the exact poison. Or you can, and then you can do. I don't know if you have alchemy too.
Yeah, it was that. Okay.
I don't have alchemy, but you know.
Yeah, just give me a flat wisdom check. See if you can detect what kind of poison just got expelled into the room. You're not too sure, but it's definitely poisonous.
I'll stop them and I'll say, that's poisonous, y'all.
Yeah.
Like,
figured.
Maybe wait until it's gone, Leyland.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you might be right.
Yeah, and
You might want to like yell at your sister
I
not
yell,
to come out
"Room's
here.
poisonous, be careful."
yeah, if you hear the commotion behind you, some rocks breaking, some hissing of smoke being expelled, and then you hear Leyland just calling out saying the room is poisoned. I don't know what
I
you're
just
doing.
shake my head and keep doing my shit in here.
All right. You can wait 2 minutes, and the smoke is. It's still like there's some like smoky particles, but it's like 90% dissipated at this point.
Yeah, I get my water skin out. I wet the piece of cloth that I've been getting in front of my face, and then retie it. And like, I'll be fine.
Yeah, you can walk in and see the fruits of your labor. As you look to the left, there is some stone has been pulled away, and yeah, you can tell me what you do to investigate. The fish line is completely pulled out now.
How big is the hole that's like used to be? That's like fucking
Probably
tiny.
like 2 feet wide. A big hole has been created. This huge stone is like popped out, and
I'll look in.
yeah, you kind of put your head in and look, and you can see that there is.
I'll hold my breath also.
Sure, there's no smoke in here, but yeah, as you look down, you can see that there's like a shaft that's been made. It's clearly been like constructed. It's like a circular shape, and it's like going straight down toward the door area. Your vision does
small
go
would you
60
say is it?
feet. It's probably like 2 feet, not 2 feet, sorry, 2 inches in radius. So whatever the word is, what's the full one?
Only a tiny creature can pass through, not a small one, I'm guessing.
4 inches diagonally, the whole thing.
Could have
But you look through and you have a 60-foot vision. So yeah, you can see all the way to the end. And it looks like it's connected to this door.
Could a small creature screech through?
If it is, diameter is the word I was looking for. If it's 4 inches or smaller in diameter, it could probably squeeze through.
Don't think reduces you that much.
Only makes it small, and then
Not
yeah.
that small.
It halves your length, width, and height. So. not
Anyone
that
have a pet?
Anyone have a familiar?
small. No.
I mean, I am fairly anorexic.
No, technically.
I'm just lanky. Yeah, I don't know. If I'm small, John, and 60 pounds, would I then be able to squeeze through though?
No.
Ah,
Fury, you can come back in this room and see this hole, and Rin's kind of got his head in it, and he's like shouting out what he sees. So you get the information relayed to you.
This hole
Anyone
leads
got any
into the room.
grenades?
yep.
It leads to the door. Like your vision gets stopped, what you presume is the slab of stone that is the door. Maybe it's not, maybe it's something else, but
How long are we gonna waste time on this?
Well,
That's a great question.
when we got down here in the evening, so we were gonna camp outside anyways.
you could camp in here too.
True.
You want to sleep in a tomb?
I don't know, the god
No.
said that, so...
I mean, unless we're intending on also becoming grave robbers, I don't really see. There's not really much information that we've gotten in this tomb.
To be fair, that's sort of just a chest, right, and not a grave. So.
Yeah. And it could help us with, everything here, so again. You said
You
yourself.
could
if
also just
oh.
request things of the king, which would help us with everything here.
True.
Unless anyone has some brilliant idea of how to open this door, I'm heading back outside.
Not with today's spell list.
Perhaps when I get stronger, I'll be able to shape stone.
If my eyes get some training, maybe I can find whatever is around here.
You didn't want to study the poison that filled the room?
While I can't accidentally be poisoned, I can still be poisoned by being stupid. No, I do not wish to be poisoned today.
Christian, what did you say? Are you taking 20 looking at this thing more closely, or what are you doing?
I mean, sure, I've been doing that every time, so yeah, I'll take 20 as well here.
Yeah, there's nothing new to glean from this hole. I mean, you'd have to do something with it, send something down to get more information. But it sounds like the
but-
party is content on maybe waiting
Yeah,
a day
it
to
was
switch a
more
spell
like-
list.
When my eyes get better, aka then when I gain some levels into perception,
Yeah.
I
The
can come
party
back.
can leave the tomb and camp outside.
While we're camping outside, I am going to attempt as best as possible to copy what the writing on the top of the tomb says. Like my
agree with
my
that.
best ability, put it down on paper so that I can eventually ask someone, or if I learn Dwarven myself, like what it says. I mostly just I know this is probably a tomb to some dwarf, and I'd like to try to learn more about the inhabitants here. So I'm trying to write it
But-
Did
down.
you do
so
like
that-
a etching, like so
Yeah,
that you
'cause,
can
I
get
mean-
It's kind
can
of too
get
high
ash.
for that.
That's the thing.
Um,
Like we have ash.
It's kind of
Or
too
can get
high though.
ash.
It's like 10 feet above the entrance, so unless you guys
I
want to
mean,
like put her
I've-
on your shoulders and like she can try
I'm just
to.
going to maybe Dwarven is one of the next languages I end up learning, and maybe this is me copying over and over in paper what I see
Sure, you
until I
can.
feel like it's as close as possible. And
You
maybe
can pull
this
out a
is...
sheet and scribble and try to recreate the runes you see.
Yeah. So I'm thinking when we level up again, I might actually take Dwarven as a language, and maybe this is part of my process of like learning it. Is I just spend hours sitting here like copying it over and over and over until I feel like it looks exactly right.
Fair.
But-
Yeah. So, any other discussions you guys have in the evening, or we can go to the watches in the morning?
You can take us back to the map.
Yes.
I will also make a thing here.
Can we take a short break?
Yeah. Why don't we take a quick break? We are back. The night goes well. No issues on the watches. You awaken the
All
next morning.
right. Let's
Yeah,
look
I'm
for some
gonna
food.
find some prepared spells.
Ooh, that bad.
No food.
Yeah,
Probably
you do not
not.
find any food.
All
Which
right.
is
let's go
unusual.
look for
You're in the middle of
some-
the forest. There should be plenty of creatures around, but...
Maybe they don't like the tomb. Maybe it spooks them out. Do I find any poison?
You
today?
do. And give me a survival check to harvest it. Again, a strange occurrence as you find bottled poison here. Yeah. And you are able to find what you can identify as Adelmind, which is ingested poison. Not sure how useful that will be for you, but
Can
finding
always try
random
to-
bottled poisons around here.
You can sell it. But I guess you actually really can't, because... Yo, guy that's like meant to be talked to, can you sell this poison back
Go
up?
find the black market and sell this for me, bud.
And then this is a new day, so did you just steal the Blackfinder's silence, or do we need to mark that as 0?
Oh, I thought about the still since they were in a bottle.
True, that's right, I forgot. Was that the one you
Yeah,
found in the
that
bottle?
was my
Oh, okay.
presumption as the ones in bottles.
Yeah.
I didn't need to.
Sorry, yeah, I forgot that was the one in the bottle.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Then...
I think, however, though, I would have need to make 2 checks for those scorpion poison.
You did.
Did I? No, I made the checks for the
Oh,
scorpion
to
poisons
harvest
get them. Off the
them.
square,
Yeah, if you want to
but
keep them.
to
Yeah.
keep them. So let me just make those 2 real fast and see if I succeeded on keeping any of those.
Do you want to do something in the tomb, Feely?
Oops. We're still
Thinking
blind,
about-
but whatever.
Yeah, you can keep both of those doses.
okay.
This is
Yeah,
basically
brand new
okay.
day. Are you guys going back in the tomb to explore, or
Oh,
are you...
right. Felix, remove your last rations, and I will remove then the missing amount from my sheet.
Okay.
So, how many?
I have 3 rations remaining, so you just need to remove 1.
Okay. We have 18 rations left. There are 5 days until they come and get us.
By your
Yes.
count?
So, did you want to do something with the tomb, or no?
Well, kind of. Right.
We got days to kill, so I'm all for like trying shit. We can't really go further because then we will end up in a situation where we will starve to death.
Okay, well, I have
Potentially.
one relevant different spell than yesterday. Unfortunately, it doesn't work exactly like I thought, so... But it's
Never
still
mind.
okay. No.
Okay.
Alright, you
I
guys
can
all
still
head
do
back in?
things, right? I have an infinite supply of rope and some magic on me, so
True.
there is things that can be done.
I'll at least follow Leyland into the tomb.
Yeah, you guys can walk
I mean,
back
I'll
in.
go in.
What about Fury?
I
Alright.
guess I'm not gonna sit out here by myself.
Alright, yeah, I'm not going to bring you to the map unless you solve it. So yeah,
Yeah, it's not,
you,
not necessarily relevant currently.
yeah, you're back in. You back into the area with the hole and the door, and yeah, what do you want to do?
Well, the spell that I want to be using, or that hopefully helps us a little bit, is Mage Hand here, right?
Okay.
Alright. Now, the thing that I want to try and do here, which I'm not sure how useful it's going to be, but let's just start with a bit of twine, because I hope at least the twine is thin enough, or I can, it's made of strands, so I can probably strip it down so it's thin enough to fit through the gap.
Yeah, definitely can, yeah.
And I'm gonna try and use the mage hand to get it from. I fit it through one gap and try and use the mage hand to get it over to the other gap and then
You can
pull it
definitely
back
do
through
that.
with the mage hand.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. So I want to do that first, and then it's how wide is this door?
It is about 5 feet wide, so like a
Okay, so I can like stretch out my arms and reach both strands.
Mm-hmm.
So and I'm gonna trace this door with the twine, right? I'm gonna trace it up and trace it down to see if at some point it either hits a wall or it like ends, right? If there's some sort of indentation. Just
Clever,
I want
clever.
to trace it from all the way to the bottom to all the way to the top and see if it gets
So
caught anywhere. It gets
I
caught
guess I
anywhere.
should specify, where did you start this? Where in the length of the crack did you put it through? Like in your mid
it's like-
height, very top.
Like mid height, because that's where
All right, and then so you're around it, and which direction do you go up first? Do you go up or down?
I want to go down first.
You go down first, and about maybe 3 or 4 inches as you get down, the twine gets stuck on something.
Okay, I want to pull down the left side and the right side to see which side it's stuck on, or is it just stuck in general?
So yeah, if you're pulling, I assume you're pulling both down, so it's gonna get stuck.
I am.
And
But
then now
that
you
it's
switch
stuck,
to just
I'm
pulling the
like-
left down.
Yeah, and see if it's more stuck on the left side or more stuck on the right side, or if it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you pull down just on the left side, and it's kind of stuck a bit, but you give it a little more strength, and then you hear, like, as it gives way after, and then you hear, like, a thunk. You hear, like, a clatter and a thunk. Sound like
Well, I hope I didn't
wood
break anything.
clashing with stone.
Yeah.
I'll look into where like that funk came, John.
Yeah.
Do I see something that changed from last time?
Yeah, you look on the floor, and you see this big wooden 2x4 or plank of wood that's now on the floor.
Try
So,
and push it
Leyland,
open.
Mm-hmm.
you removed the plank of wood that might potentially have stopped the door?
That sounds good.
I'll try and like push it a bit. John, does it seem to like give more way now?
It gives way a little bit, but it's still, it feels like something on the top is holding it now. Like the bottom kind of, but then you can tell the top is being stuck still.
The top end. I'll sort of like actually get down on my knee and sort of like give you a horseshoe.
Yeah.
So you can reach all the way up.
Yeah, you can do the same kind of maneuver.
Yeah.
It gets caught, you can pull on one side, and again, a chunk of wood clashed on the floor, and you can look through. Now there's 2 pieces of wood there.
I push.
It starts to creep open.
Yeah, I move to the side so I don't get crushed by boulders.
As it starts to creep open, I'm gonna try to see if there's any traps.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah, same. I will take 20 as well. Just-
So wait, hold on. The door has started to open. Are you just standing there for 2 minutes looking around it? Or are you
Yeah,
like
I
walking
open it
in?
slightly, unless it opens the rest on its own, John, then yes.
Yeah, once you give it a push, it just starts moving and opening.
Oh, okay, then, yeah, I will just...
Yeah, you give me a perception check on the spot. And yeah, the door is opening, and as it's creeping opening in front of you guys, you look around the edges, you don't see any obvious traps with those perception checks.
I also know there was some illusion, so again, now I can start seeing more, John. My mind just goes based. I believe nothing in here.
Yeah, you guys can move and see inside the door. What are you disbelieving? The room? What do you...
Fucking everything I see in here. I believe nothing in here is real.
You can...
Okay, I'm
well,
just
you still see
going
it.
to-
Check.
I'm
Okay.
gonna move slowly into the room. I'm just looking for traps and being ready to disable anything if I spy anything.
Yeah, once you take a step in the room, the floor begins to start, like, this wispy smoke starts to, like, circle in the room, and then it starts to, like, get faster and faster and starts swirling. What do you do?
I don't believe it's there.
I'll give you, like, a 6-second reaction. You believe it.
So if I see smoke swirling, does it look like it's creating some sort of like tornado-esque
Yes.
thing down or up, or what do I
It's like
what is my
whirlpooling in the
inclination?
middle, and it starts to like. I'm not going to describe it anymore because it's like a reaction. I don't want to give you too much information.
So
You're like seeing
yeah,
this. And...
I know. I just want to like the vibe of my character. Do I feel like I'm gonna like fall down
No,
into this
you
whirlpool?
feel like some wind getting pulled behind you, but it doesn't feel strong enough to pull you. But it seems like the wind is just like, and it just starts like swirling, and it's like doing something.
Do I see any rocks or anything I could acrobatics jump onto real quick?
There
Like,
are rocks in the room that you could just like
any of
rush and
these-
jump onto if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, is there a spot I can try to like jump onto that's like
Yeah,
above
here.
this happening?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm trying to acrobatics leap onto the highest point in the room I can.
Sure. Probably over here. This is probably too high to do
Okay.
this in a reaction. Yeah. So you guys all see this. Anyone else have a reaction? You see
Yes.
Fury just like, whew, like jump and land on this stone. And what does everyone else want to do?
I mean, I told
like-
you. My reaction was, I don't believe it, John.
Yeah, you're looking. You're like, it's not real, but it's real. You see it.
Yeah,
I
that's
want
my
to fire a
reaction.
laser beam at it.
I'm on the outside of the room. I'm not in there yet, so
Okay, you're just looking and like, what the hell's going on?
yeah.
And Layla, what's
I want
Layla
to
doing?
laser. I want to laser beam the raw smoke.
All right, how do you laser beam the smoke?
I disrupt undead.
Ooh. Ooh. Make a range touch attack to hit.
It's a 12.
Yeah, you shoot forth a ray of positive energy, and it kind of zaps in the middle of the smoke, and doesn't seem to disrupt what's happening.
Alright.
But yeah, after that, the smoke starts swirling and starts rising and creating this image of a dwarf. And you see like this ghostly image of this dwarf as the smoke is like swirling around him. And in booming in common Maldonian that you all understand, it says, "Who dares disrupt my tomb?"
Hi, I'm Len. Who might you be?
Leave this place or suffer dire consequences. Grave robbers,
Well, tell him we didn't rob the grave.
blasphemers,
Some people was here before. actually
dwarven
robbed-
hammers will crush your skulls if you do not leave this place.
I'm about to say some people was here beforehand actually robbed your tomb.
Is there a knowledge
He ain't
check?
gonna talk to you.
I guess no.
It's it's magic. He's not actually able to respond to you. This is like a pre-recorded magic message.
Ah!
They call this usually a magic mouth of sorts, but
He's the fake!
This thing is so real in front of you.
I'm gonna inch over towards this chest and start checking it out.
Yeah, as you get closer, he says, "Stop, grave robbers! My dwarven
ignoring
kin
him.
have already been alerted to your presence. You will be
I'm
smashed and
ignoring him.
crushed."
Shut up,
the
bro.
police has already been called.
I'm perceptioning, looking for traps of any sort, locks of any sort.
Yeah, you won't be able to take
Rolling
20 because this
towards
dwarf is like
well.
yelling at you and distracting
Yeah,
you.
no, I don't
So
care.
you can
it's fine.
give me a perception check.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, you see a average-looking lock on this chest, but otherwise you don't see any traps or anything.
I'm gonna try to disable the lock, I guess.
Sure. What are the rest of you doing while Fury's working on this?
I'm watching her from a little bit of a distance in this
I
room.
guess I will get inside here. I will try and see if I can figure out maybe where we connect to this fucking idiot's talking to us.
Remember, there's protection
disable
magic
that.
on the chest. Don't die.
Yeah, you try to... is this all your bonuses in there? Do you have pick locks and all that or whatever? Or no?
I don't have my Masterwork
Thieves' tools?
Thieves tools on there, huh?
Well,
Well, that
Why?
would just be +1, right?
I don't remember. Is it just a +1?
Oh, for some reason they're gone from my sheet.
Oh.
Let me get those back for you real quick.
Okay. Because I have my masterwork tool for my survival, but not my
Did you
masterwork
have
thieves
Thieves'
tools.
Tool?
I should have. I mean, I don't think I
I
technically
don't
can pick
remember.
lock without them.
You
Yep.
can, you just get a minus.
Oh, yeah, true. Or something.
Well, I should have, and
Sure.
I don't
okay,
know.
we can
I
say
mean,
you have it. I don't remember. Whatever. Yeah, so they give you a +2 on your check, which
Oh.
I will. They're not actually programmed, so +2, target, specific skill, disable device. There we go. But yeah, with that +2, you still you struggle with the lock.
well, it's fine. Does the
You
lock
can still
seem
try
like
again.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna keep trying unless I either fuck up the lock or succeed.
I'm gonna see if I can find out, like, where maybe, like, the magical connector is.
Yeah, you're looking throughout this room, and as you're looking around, he says, the dwarf continues yelling at you to leave this place, and apparently dwarves are on their way to smash your skulls in.
I hope they are.
But as he's saying that, Rin, you don't see anything obvious. You're just slushing through the smoke, trying to move it away. Look around. You don't see anything obvious, the source of this magic. But Fury, you do, after your second attempt, the lock kind of pops open.
Alright, I will carefully open the chest.
I'll
Double
duck for cover.
checking for anything new that I see.
Yeah, you look in and you see...
A mimic. You see teeth.
The abjuration magic was inside the chest all along.
You see a red and violet silk garment, which is delicately embroidered with a barely perceptible web-like pattern.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Anything cool to this?
Any of you magic-y people back there good at,
Yes.
identifying items?
Yes, I'm well decently proficient at it.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it should be safe to carefully come in here, and there's a item in here. I don't want to touch it yet, but
Okay.
it's probably magical.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out, activate detect magic, and probably figure out that was the source of the abjuration magic.
No.
It wasn't.
No check needed. I don't like all these knowledge arcanas. I'll just give you the... It is giving you moderate conjuration and transmutation coming off the cloak.
Okay.
But you do still detect abjuration on the chest.
Well, chest is still defensively magical for some reason. But yeah, I feel conjuration and transmutation from this roll, but
Are you able
from
to
my knowledge,
identify
this
it?
should be. I'm gonna press a button.
Yeah. Spell.
I need
spellcraft,
spellcraft, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oof.
No idea.
A cloak of web.
True.
What does it do?
I don't exactly know, but I've read of things like this before. The exact details escape me, but I assume that it somehow possibly allows you to conjure webs. But I mean, we
So
could
it's
play with
useful,
it,
use
try to
this?
figure it out.
Plus, also, of the people here, I have a cloak. Who else has a cloak currently? Yeah, you and me have cloaks.
I don't have a cloak, but I don't want to take anything that has been here with the tomb.
Yeah, I don't really love the idea of pillaging a tomb for any reason, to be honest. I mean, it's interesting, and I would enjoy the knowledge of knowing what it is, but
So we should just leave it then, yes?
Yes. The only reason I wanted to come down here was to see if there was more information on, our mission.
I will carefully touch the cloak and see if there is any, like, insignias on it, any crest, any discernible symbols.
No, yeah, you pick it up. There's nothing else in the chest, and you look it over. There's no symbols or crests embroidered on it.
I'll lay it back down into the chest. I'll reclose it, and I will relock it. And I leave the room.
Yeah. I tap the smoky dwarf on the shoulder as we leave. He's like, where's your speaker hiding out?
Yeah,
Should be
it kind of
somewhere,
goes
huh?
through it and starts yelling at you. Wow,
Actually, before
party
we leave
refusing
the-
some loot, eh? Okay.
Yeah.
Before I leave the room,
Only
I'm
'cause we
going
couldn't
to...
identify
I'm going to assess the doorway and how it was barred and see if I can figure out any way to relock it.
Yeah, on the other side of this door, you see that there's these two metal bars that were just like holding these wooden planks in place so that the door couldn't be forcibly opened. How someone did that and leave here, I don't know how you want to set that up.
I honestly think that it's really possible.
Champ.
Like, it's not that hard with the power of ropes, or twines. So
Yeah,
I
with
think
some
we'll have to
time
do that.
and twine, you could wrap it around the wood and kind of just play with it the way you got it and put them back on.
My
May
mind
take a
just
bit,
went back,
but-
had Mage Hand pick it up and put it down, but I guess
Yeah.
you would need to then kind of see it, maybe? I don't know.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, with the combination of mage hand, twine, and all these things, you can get them set
Yeah,
back
I
up
was
if you want.
thinking of if we set something up to where we have it kind of latched, like we have the boards on one side, wrap the twine in a way where as we pull the door shut, it makes the boards slide
Yeah,
down, like fall down into place.
Yeah, you could rig something like that up. But how you can
We
get
got-
the stone door closed? It's kind of... It seemed to open magically after you pushed it open, and now it's just kind of ajar, and you kind of push it to try and close it, and it's like really heavy, it's not moving.
Well,
So I don't know how you plan on moving this stone door.
ah! Felix, would you like to close the door?
You know, I could. However, I think there might be a weight limit on the spell. Let me just click the spell.
You can still try.
Yeah, I will try.
But yeah, I think it's 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things weighing 30 pounds or less, so I don't
This
think
thing weighs a little bit more than that, I would think.
Well, I take out a mercenary sound and just type right, don't enter.
Do you all
Do
leave
not-
the room?
Don't dead open inside.
I never was in the room to begin with. I just was watching.
Fair enough.
Judging.
Judging. Everyone else is leaving the room?
No, I'm not a paladin. I don't judge.
Alright.
Alright, once
Don't worry.
everyone is out of the room, the wispy smoke will start to dissipate, and the dwarf will kind of fade back into the smoke, and the smoke will start to dissipate, and the yelling will stop.
Door will fade? What?
The
No,
dwarf.
Dwarf.
The
Oh,
dwarf.
okay, I was like, the door? Huh?
Did you guys want to leave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to the
We are
outside
not-
world.
We're not taking what's left of his valuables.
Who says that's his? There's a secret
sure.
room.
True.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that was fair game, but
I agree, but
I don't need it.
the other two didn't want it, so... My argument was at least like, let's fucking sell it, we need the money.
Who are we gonna sell it to?
Fucking the kingdom! Maybe they'll fucking give us some money for it.
Alright.
Yo, I'll trade you this cloak for a bag of holding.
True. Straight back to camp? Or any
Yep.
exploration on the way back?
I mean, we'll explore,
wanna
some of
explore.
the woods. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you previously went down this way, so are you just going straight through, or are you going through this coastline? Where are you going?
I would like to just explore a bit, so maybe we kind of like
Yeah, we don't
go
take
like
the straight way. We just do a bit of a zigzag.
I don't know,
Sure.
like
Someone
Like
who has not already, give me a blind GM roll and
That
draw
is
a
you,
result from Forest Region 1. If you'd be so kind.
I'll just do this now.
And can I get a d20 to see at what point in your journey you run into...
I fairly sure I see this thing.
Yeah, early on in your journey, you're just leaving the tomb when, Rin, you spot... I think you guys encountered these things before.
Is it rabbits?
No, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've seen these before. It's these... let me just make sure I have the description right before I...
Flying tentacle fucker?
No.
Vines?
No. Just
Then I
wait.
don't know.
I'm just loading the description to make sure it's the same creatures.
Still want to remember.
Yeah, you've definitely seen these before. There is one of them.
Okay.
It was creeping in the woods trying to approach your camp, but you spot it. It's like 35 feet out. It is a small little creature with these wings of wood and vines that are kind of blackened at the edges.
Oh, yeah.
And it has like a little spear in its hand. It's like army crawling on the floor towards your
I'd
camp.
look at it.
Is
kinda
it a knowledge
freezes.
nature to know about it? I can't remember if I rolled
You
back
did.
then. Oh, did I? Okay. No,
Yeah,
I
rolled
you are
that
like, oh, this is corrupted.
was
Was it you?
That was me. Yeah.
Oh, that was you, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it is nature, and I don't remember if you've identified this before.
Felix did, but that was technically before we leveled, so he can do it again, right?
Sure.
By
Oh, no,
Pathfinder rule?
I knew what they were.
Oh,
I got the
yeah,
name.
these are Gathlings.
Yeah, Gathlings.
Well, it's one of them, so a singular
Yeah, or-
Gathling. So yeah, you look at it, it freezes, and then it panics, and it scurries off back into the woods.
Well, there you go then. Counter defeated.
Indeed. Fair enough. I will give you experience for that.
It's actually joking.
No, you defeated the encounter.
Hussa! I am more intimidating than I was with gold. I just need to look at it and run away.
Fortunately, they're not
ran
worth
away when I looked at them, so.
much experience. Enjoy your 50 experience.
Yes.
And you
Hey,
guys,
we're level 2 done. I will take fucking 2 even.
you guys get to your little spot. You explored the coastline. You went back into the woods as you zigzagged, and you didn't see anything new. No ships out at sea. No interesting other creatures. You just saw that Gathling. And
I'll be surprised if
you're close to base camp, and you can set up camp here or push through the night and get back to camp if you want.
Nah. I think honestly it's better if we stay in the woods and also do some hunting.
Yeah, I'm gonna start. As we have some camp time at least, I'm gonna start. Start writing up the report of knowledge that we wanna report.
Yeah.
As well as filling out the requisition forms for stuff we need.
I'm also going to be writing some letters, hopefully to get, whenever we make contact, to have them sent back to the mainland to people.
Yeah, we're about to enter day 11.
Yeah. Evening comes. Watches happen, unless there's any discussions you guys want to have. The watches
Well,
go peacefully.
that would be what do we want to report?
Yeah, what do you guys want to report?
I at least suggest that we tell them about the chasm of the undead. We tell
I
them
don't
that
know that we should say anything about knowing where the diamond is currently,
No, we shouldn't.
yeah.
because we
Jason-
really don't know where it is.
No, we only have an idea that it might be in one of these two places, but
I mean, I feel like we can say that in our talking to the undead in the chasm, they let on that they thought the Twin Cities could be, like, viable places to look, and that's
Yep.
why they went into the one city and were killed there because of the undead. And so we can just say, like, we're gonna follow up searching those cities. This is why we want stuff to fight undead, but we're gonna start with looking at the other city first, since they didn't check there, and we know the one has undead that we are not suited to deal with yet.
I agree with that. Yeah, good enough to know about that. Do you want to tell them about this tomb?
Doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, it's most like it's it is was like it's a completely unknown fucking island, right? So technically, any information is valuable information.
Don't think they care about any information.
I know.
Yeah.
But like,
But I will also then start writing some letters.
so what? We're gonna just tell them about the Chasm of the Undead that you can talk to. The old party is dead. They have an idea, maybe, about these places called Twin Cities. They went to one filled with ghouls and other kinds of undead. Got butchered. So we're gonna check the other Twin City.
Please provide undead
A shitload of
supplies.
food and
Yeah,
undead.
we need food, some way to carry it, preferably magical.
If not, a donkey will do.
Yeah. And some anti-undead fuckery, but you know, we're only gonna be scouting for the next 15 days, so we don't need the undead fuckery until then.
No.
Sounds
As
good.
I watch you guys writing multiple letters, I'll just say, you do know Jet's probably gonna read all of that, right?
Yep,
Naturally.
that's probably the point.
Alright, well, if you're writing letters to other people, just be careful of what you say.
Yep.
I love this king. He is fantastic.
If there is any specific messages you'd like to get to your people, you can let me know, or either say it or just DM it to me or whatever you want to do. But yeah, you guys can be writing letters, and the night goes pleasantly. No creatures, no Gathlanes bother your camp, and you awaken to a brand new day.
And this is the 11. Unless I missed it at least.
And yeah, I think you have a short trip back to camp unless you're detouring.
Well, I think like West North is not like immediately, right? It's better for us to be near the woods and just do some hunting.
This is for food. Ooh.
You find a singular ration for one person.
Do you have any survival feelings? Do you have a bow and stuff? Like maybe you can go hunting as well? Because we are like running a bit low.
I can tell you that I'm a very proficient survivor.
You
As you
also
can see.
find a singular ration.
Let's go!
2 rations.
I
obtained.
got a
You know-
bird. It's this big.
Here's what I will do, John. I will combine my hunting with me stealthing. See, maybe I find something living.
No.
No, okay.
Perhaps you find something, but you scared it away. Ooh, Megumi finds something. You actually find 2 rations worth of food. You probably need some
Hey,
help
we got
killing
all
it,
our back then.
but
Huzzah! They just...
seems like a team effort. You guys have found food for the day.
It is the 11, right, John? I didn't like forget to fucking write a day down.
I don't know. Do you have a way of keeping track of time?
Every time the sun goes up, I fucking have a notepad where I note the number down. So
There you
yeah,
go.
I
You
haven't.
just forgot one day, dude. It just happens, man.
Whoa!
What is it? Is it like I'm a bit like, is it 12 or is it 11 currently?
I don't know. You have no way to verify in game.
Yep.
I guess you have a way to verify if they're on time when they come. It's the 15th day. But
I love and hate you sometimes, John.
Fury, you find this rare lotus that you've heard rumors about. Its blackened leaves are very rare. Give me a survival check to try and snip the leaves in the proper way that will give you enough to make a... no. You're a bit too
Ah,
rough with
just
your
stop it.
tools. You kind of
just
snip it wrong.
ruined-
Kind of like leaks
ruined
out
the
the...
Great 10
yeah.
Black Lotus. No.
Rin walks by and just steps on the flower.
Yeah, the rare black lotus herb is no longer usable, unfortunately.
Sad.
Let's see what the last one was auctioned off for.
Big sad.
I would have been money.
And sorry, what is the plan? You guys are sticking to the forest tree line until...
I would say 12, 11, 12, okay. So they will be on the 15th day, not the 14th if they're on time. They shouldn't be early, at the very least. So I would say for the next 3 days, let's just like be near the woods, scour around.
I mean, I don't
And
think there's
then-
any point in anything here. We might as well just head back to base camp and hang
Yeah.
out there for a couple days, just to make sure we
Yeah,
haven't
but-
misjudged time.
Sure, we're gonna sit, but I doubt I missed just about several days. In that case, I will hang to it, but
And I think we've checked out these woods plenty. I don't think we've missed a ton here.
sure,
All right.
we'll head back. Do you
The
want the
journey
forest
is-
encounter done?
No, it is no encounters for today. And you get back just before evening time. What, anything else you'd like to do today? You check out your camp. I think only one of you left some random things here. Everything seems intact. Nothing seems disturbed. Tents
You
are
know,
Pull
full.
time
down the
rest-
rations
rest.
from my tree stash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All accounted
God,
for.
I
Doesn't
love
seem like
having
anyone
work.
raided your rations.
Alright. I'm just gonna spend the next days like setting up a fence and stuff around here. You know, fortifying the
How
base
with
camp
what?
a bit.
You're gonna chop down some trees, or what are you doing?
Yeah,
You know, collect some sticks and use some rope.
like we have days to kill right now. We are not going anywhere, so I'm just gonna fortify base camp together with our fantastic engineer.
Well,
Leyland.
it's like evening time now, so do you want to start this? You have like a few hours before the sun sets.
No, I'll do it like tomorrow.
All right. Anyone else want to chat or do anything this evening, or you want to just relax back in camp and?
I wanna talk about the elven system we have here for sending information out in mundane
I will
messages.
get high though, and I will offer Leyland some pipe from back home.
So, there's gonna be a lovely system, right? And it's gonna be really complicated because I may or may not have read too many cryptography papers, but
Oh, that's you saying that or Leyland?
no, that's me saying that. So the idea behind it is we're gonna have essentially a collection of letters, and they're all addressed to someone, right? So they're gonna go to someone, and back home they will all eventually, those people will take them back to whatever place to be collected and to be deciphered correctly. The way that this works is depending on who they're sent to and how they're addressed. There's like a nice decoding table that they have, which has a nice series of numbers in it. So you can essentially infer from who I wrote to and how I addressed them. You can, by taking all those numbers together, you can essentially know the series that you have to look at words, or even I think letters would be the more convenient part of the letter to get the actual information out of it. So it can be super nicely disguised as a very normal letter. There's absolutely nothing to it unless you somehow have knowledge of this key that they have back home.
This sounds like what you did with Gerald. But way more complicated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The letter says, I love this king, he's fantastic. In reality, murder him at midnight.
Well, the thing is, right, a system like that makes it so you can only fit very, very, very small amounts of information into like a large letter, right? So I have like let's say five normal sized letters. I'm probably gonna get like 10, 11, 12 words of information back. So I'm not gonna get a lot of info back, but I'm gonna get it back relatively well protected.
Fair enough. And what information are you relaying with that?
It's essentially what I'm gonna be previous dead, found trace. Many undead. I think that's what I'm going for now. So I'm essentially more or less
Potential
relaying the same
diamond?
info. Huh?
Potential diamond?
No. Don't worry about that.
I was more just like throwing words out at you.
Yeah,
You
no,
can still
I
fit
got
it
it.
into them.
All right. Back at base camp, letters being written. Night goes by peacefully, and we open to a new morning.
This should be day 12.
Food roll.
Yeah, I'll
Ooh,
also
very
see.
nice. You have enough to feed everyone today.
These rations we find, and how long do they last?
I'll just say it's just for the day. I don't want to keep it complicated, like tracking duration of things.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll just be that, yeah.
Because that seems like it would be annoying.
Leyland, do you want to help me fortify our base camp? Since you seem to be very well with the whole engineering and trap making, stuff like that part.
I read a few books, yeah.
Okay, you tell me what you need and what I need to do then.
Probably the most important thing is sticks that are sturdy enough so you can stick them in the ground and they stay there. And you can tie stuff to it. So you might not find enough of them just lying around. You might have to, take off some branches or something.
Leyland and Rin start working on fortifying the camp when Fury is harvesting some poisons, and you come across two this day. You find these old talons of some creature, and you find some purple petals from these flowers that you can try to harvest with 2 survival checks. Call out which one you want to go first, and so forth.
Okay, talons first, petals second.
Talons first. You get them. You know these to be Twilight Illness. They're used by these creatures that it will render someone ill, basically, for a day, kind of thing. And the purple plant check. Yes, another success. You recognize this to be purple pesh. And I will put both of those on your sheet. Purple
Okay,
pesh.
you just spend the day distilling them as well.
Yeah.
Inventory. You need Twilight Illness and Purple Pesh.
You know what I'm sad about with the old game? We finally got a house. And when we retired.
We
It is
only
around-
just paid it off.
A few hours into all of your work, you come back with your poisons and you just started fortifying the camp when suddenly a bag appears in the spot where you guys teleported in. It just sort of like materializes.
Okay, I go over and check the bag.
Yeah, you open it up, or you check it. How do you check it?
Well, I will open the bag, John, and I am ready to make a dexterity save.
No, you open it and you look in and it looks empty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leyland, your perquisition note?
Yeah. You probably put all the letters and requisition notes and reports into the bag.
All right.
guessing.
As you put them in, they kind of like fade into nothing.
I will close the bag and just leave it there for a little bit. You know, like let some minutes pass. If it doesn't disappear, then I'm guessing it's all cheap. Okay. I just take the bag. How hefty is it, John?
It weighs 15 pounds. Are you doing anything with this bag, or?
I will now put my hand in it and start
Thank
taking
God.
shit up.
And as you put your hand in, a hand grabs you, and you can kind of like pull this person out. And he goes, "Oh, thank God."
Are you okay?
Yes. I was hoping you were gonna reach in the bag. If you weren't, I was promised someone was gonna sending you, but I was gonna run out of air soon.
Nobody was sending us anything.
Well, I'm sure the message would have came if you didn't put your hand in this bag after some time.
How were you in here? As far as I know, nothing living can be in these bags.
Oh, they can. You just have to hold your breath.
Oh.
Anyways, I'm here on behalf of the King of Prontera. Here is your first round of items. And he pulls the bag closed and looks to who to hand it to. Who am I giving this bag to?
I'll hold it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Rin, I'll get on your character sheet. And I will give you this bag. There are items inside of it. He'll let you know what's inside of it. He'll say, someone threw in some letters, but there's a bar of soap,
Yeah, that's
a collapsible bathtub, some chalk, some spider silk rope, a folding chair, a pole, manacles, and 30 rations. This is a general provision bag the king has set for you, but I'm here to collect any specific requests you have, and we'll be back in another 15 days from today to bring them to you.
Well, Leyland, how many rations do you have on you, love?
I got enough to last. Well, okay, I got 11 rations.
I have 19. I'll put us to 50 because there's 30 in the bag. We'll, as long as we get one
it's fine.
full day, we're good.
That's 60.
It's 60. Yeah, we're so fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, just send it
If
to
you
me.
don't
please,
have
now.
your list of things you need ready, I'm prepared to stay
No, no,
here
oh,
all day.
We
but-
do. That
Oh,
was
those are the
actually, and I
letters.
put the letters out and gave it
Oh.
to him.
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought like putting them in the bag and then the bag would disappear.
No,
Yeah.
the king thought you may need a portable bag that could carry a lot.
Yeah, that's on the requisition list actually.
Oh.
Yeah. So actually, can you just and I take that and just strike that out?
Yeah, he looks over the list. What's on this list again? What did you ask for? Just rations?
Essentially, essentially we were asking for rations. We were asking for the stuff to carry the rations and stuff to deal with undead, like non-specific stuff that helps us deal with undead because we know the previous party died.
Yeah. I guess like in the note it was like there are ghouls, zombies, and skeletons that we know of.
Yeah,
that
he'll
might
look
be
over that
stronger.
request and say, "Ooh, yes, I can definitely have some vials of holy water, something to deal with haunts. These we can prepare in
That
the next 15 days, unless you have
Might
any...
actually, yes, might be needed. I forgot those fuckers exists.
But we should have more than enough for you in 15 days' time to deal with those undead.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Out of curiosity, if we ever find magical items out there that we don't have a need for, can we sell them back to the king, or?
Of course, if you don't want to keep them, I don't know what your contracts are with the king, what deal you made, but whatever the deal is, if it provisions
Yes.
The
What's
deal-
our contract?
The deal is shit we find here, except the thing that we're supposed to find, we get to keep. So
Yes. Well, if that's the deal and you don't want it, I can facilitate selling it to the capital, and you'll get your cut. I'm sure we'll take some percentage for brokering the deal.
Guess that makes sense. We can't really do it ourselves.
Any other specific things I can head out whenever I'm allowed? I've been
Can
given
you-
the...
Can you make sure this letter gets delivered? As well as I'll add something to the report about the goblin that is outside of Prontera, Kizix. And there's like a little note as well to send to Kizix that just basically says that, you know,
The floorboard.
yeah, the thing about the floorboard.
Yeah, he'll take your letters. I assume your letters addressed to Shiraze?
No,
Oh.
it's addressed to Natalia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he'll glance at the name, nod, and say, yeah, we can deliver
Yeah, I
wherever
also got
letters.
some letters. But
One's for Jim, one's for Toby, one's for Lulu.
I assume there are a
and,
bunch of scattered elven names that are going to the
Yeah.
kingdom, or?
yeah, it's all elves that are, closely or vaguely related to me.
Yep. Any other
Allegedly.
letters? He looks to Rin, I guess, and Fury.
No,
No?
I don't think they have.
I'm not on speaking terms with my father, so...
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that just.
Well, it happens when you leave home to go to be with your
Yeah,
sister.
don't worry about it.
Wait, your father left to go be with your sister?
No, I left home to be with my sister.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yes.
The deal dog. Okay, yeah. Anything else you want to give this guy or tell this guy, or he'll be off?
I think we're good.
Arf, arf.
Did you send your rations to me, Felix, or do you just
I
want to
didn't.
move?
I'm just gonna send them to you. They don't have weight because they were.
Yeah, that's fine.
Blah blah blah. Where are you? You're hiding from me. There's too many people.
I need to roll that. Okay.
There you are.
Alright, yeah. You guys hand him your letters and all that. He'll take out a scroll, read it, and will dematerialize before you. And yeah, you guys have been given a new bag. And I guess Rin, you kind of look a little puzzled as you look down at your notes tracking the days. And then you figure he's really early, but he said it was the 15th day. So either he's
Yeah.
wrong, your count's wrong, or something weird's going on.
Well, I'm definitely just striking it off, and I'm counting anew.
Okay. Yeah, what is the plan now? You have a whole day ahead of you. You were fortifying the camp, but that was kind of like your downtime waiting for things. But
Well, before I leave this time, so tomorrow will then be day 1, right? And then you're coming back on the 15th again, yes?
today is the 15th of Ariel. I will be back
Yeah.
on the 31st of Ariel.
So you're back in 16 days.
I guess so, yeah. End of the month.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, my notes were wrong. For me, it was, I think, day 12 currently.
Oh. Well, no. It's the 15th of Ariel.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, he'll read his scroll and disappear.
So, guys, I have some soap. Who wants that?
I still got 4 bars. I got one for everyone.
This one has... I don't know about 50 bars, but at least it can be used 50 times.
50 uses. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can use a bar 50 times before it's gone.
And you still... gotcha. Well, I'm guessing everybody would like a shower before we head away, maybe?
I'm very excited at this foldable bathtub idea.
I will
Perfect.
hiss.
So do you... Okay. This might sound very rude. Do you lick yourself then to clean?
I mean, kind of, but I also, you know, I don't want to use a full bathtub. I don't like being submerged in the water. All you need is a damp washcloth, a little bit of soap, and, you know, clean off. Don't have to be submerged in the water.
Fair enough. I mean, I guess you have your self handle. I'll take out the top. I'll go like behind like a big structure, plant it down. It's like ladies first. And I'll go away, basically.
Yeah, the camp has a portable bathtub now. And some soap.
Felix, would you want some spider silk rope?
I mean, you can put it in the bag, but I don't.
Yeah,
I
no, I
don't
can
need to
keep
carry
it in the
it
bag. I
around.
don't mind that. So John, what kind of bag of holding is this?
I don't know. How would you tell?
Fill it up until it fucking explodes. Get
Sure, true. You can do that.
Leyland, spellcraft this.
It's definitely a bag of holding.
True. Bag of holding type 1. I will reveal it on your sheet.
Thank you.
Identified.
So yeah, it is up to 250. So we still got 145 to go before this thing will implode.
Cool.
Alright, what's on the docket now? Are you guys fortifying the camp for the day, or are you heading back out with your newfound provisions?
Bag of holding. Oh, so much better. Oh, I can carry so much now.
I think we should spend the day here. I wanna do some alchemy stuff, and they can finish kind of fortifying this area.
Sure.
I want to do some testing today.
Sure. What are you testing?
I am testing if so I have a notebook, and it's what I've been writing like the dwarven stuff in, and now I'm taking some other notes because I am either slightly concerned that my brother is an idiot and can't keep track of days, or time moves differently out here for some reason due to the magic that we know is here, but I don't know which it is. So I'm testing essentially to see which. And before he leaves, I'll ask him like, oh, do you know like what time of day it is?
The wizard?
Yeah, the wizard before he leaves.
We're retconning and leaving twice now. Yeah,
oh
sure.
my god, sorry.
It's fine.
I was writing notes.
He'll let you know that it is equivalent to our 11 a.m. I don't know what you would call it, but it's about 11 a.m.
And how long has it been since the sun rose-ish? Or what does it feel like?
Sunrising time, 5:30 in the morning, something like that?
It depends on the season, but it could be anywhere from
you'd say 5 to 6
a.m.
hours.
to like 7, 8 a.m.
We'll say it's 4 to 5 hours ago the sun rose.
Okay. Okay, I'm just making notes.
He'll look at you quite puzzled. He'll be like, well, why are you asking me this? Shouldn't you know?
How would I know? We don't have.
Did you see the sunrise?
Yes, but
So
I'm
you know roughly how long ago that was?
things.
What are you testing?
I'm testing to know if my brother is stupid and not keeping track of days properly, or if time is different here for some reason. But I need to know the time now to know how much time passed by next sunrise. Unless you have something on you that would help me tell time that you could give us.
I don't have anything on me, but I've heard of people using the sun and shadows on some sort of dial to track the time.
Yeah, that sounds like witchcraft.
I agree.
You could perhaps make one of those in the center of your camp to see the time pass.
And what's the problem with witchcraft exactly?
True.
No, that sounds perfect, actually. That's what I'm saying, right? Sounds like a solution to a problem.
Any other questions before I read this scroll again?
God damn it, I keep...
Get the fuck out of here.
No, I think
Excuse
we
me.
got
note of
quests
it.
already, so...
But one of the things Megumi would ask for in requisition is a scroll of sending just in case of emergencies.
Yeah,
because,
emergency scroll of sending can definitely be provided.
Yeah.
We will have that for you in another 15-day time. Or 16, I guess, in this case.
Well, I can now technically take off my mealback coats, and I will no longer be in combat. Haha!
Crazy.
Yeah, so you guys
Yeah.
have sufficiently explored this forest region. So we're not going to roll random encounters unless you want to seek them out. So...
Oh god,
what?
that's a... Okay, when he's like, so guys, because we don't have this thing, I no longer need this. I kinda wanna go back for the cloak.
No.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm against it.
fine.
We shouldn't be greedy. And, you know, I
Good
can't
old
help but
greedy.
wonder if a cleric of Forno looting a tomb is why they got killed by undead.
I mean, there's some poetic in it. But I really like... Oh, irony? I don't know. Is it irony or is it poetic?
It's irony, but
Well,
It is
also
irony, yeah.
Fine. Well, I can't really get in there without your guys' help anyway, so...
Okay, I need to make some alchemy checks for my 2 things I'm working on today.
Yeah?
Well, it's interesting that I did that blind because the first one would be for Twilight Illness. The second one would be for Purple Pesh to try to stabilize them.
Twilight Illness is a no. Pesh is a no.
Rip. Well,
Rip.
such is life. Okay, so this is what I'm doing to determine, and I will tell them that I want 24 hours-ish a day, a full day-ish before we head out, which will have us leaving theoretically on the 16th of Ariel. Should be fine. We should have plenty of time to do what we're doing. But I know that when I pour a poison into one of my sheaths, it is supposed to last and stay there for approximately 4 hours. So basically, I'm going to stay up all, like, I guess when it gets to nighttime, I may not sleep that night, or I might just ask everyone on their watches to, like, wake me up when, for just a minute before they shift watches, because I need to check on something. And I'm basically going to pour a poison in, right? And then I'm going to check it, like, periodically. And when I see that it has disappeared, I'm going to pour another poison in.
So you're going
and
to time
check it
track with
periodically.
poisons. Smart.
Yeah, so I'm going to time track for at least a
poison
day
clock.
because
A
I
poison
want to
clock.
see if the normal hours of a day are what they should be, right? So theoretically, if it's like 11 a.m., I should be doing, let's see, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wait. Sorry, I messed up there. 11 to 3, 3 to 7, 7 to 11, 11 to 3 a.m. And basically, the next poison should essentially kind of be there / wearing off right around sunrise.
Okay. And what is everyone else
So-
doing while that's happening? We got fortification happening. What about Megumi? What are you up to today?
I mean, she's probably just maybe looking around for the little fairy with the corrupted wings.
Yeah, you can keep an eye out. Take a perimeter walk in the camp. You won't see any. The rest of you can be fortifying the camp. Fury, you're doing your poison clock stuff, and you will notice that time is passing normally. Your poison will
Okay.
last for what you expect, and you keep changing it out, and it seems like it's 4 hours are passing. As you watch the sun move, it's like roughly 4 hours. And the day goes by peacefully. The camp is slightly more fortified. You guys chop a tree or two down, use some wood, make some pseudo fencing around your camp. And the evening comes. Anything specific you guys want to chat about this evening?
So, your experiments, is it just that Ren lost track of days, or?
Well, theoretically, that's what it seems for right now, is that he may have lost track of days at some point. Of course, there are still tests to be done, but at least the hours in a day seem to be normal, so that doesn't seem to be different at all. So I'm going to keep some detailed notes as well and see if things line up properly next time we go check back in.
Well, I have at least noted down that tomorrow will be day 16.
Yes, I'm just, keeping my own notes in case you have a brain lapse and forget to add a day. Just
in
Hey.
case, TM.
double check.
I smoked this basically on the day. Fuck, I should have asked for more weed!
You're a dumbass. As I write in my notebook, my brother might be a dumbass.
Fuck, I'm gonna need to...
Maybe he smokes too much.
This is gonna need to last me like 30 fucking days now.
The evening goes by smoothly, the watches go by peacefully, the camp is safe, and you awaken to a new day, the 16th of Ariel.
Yep.
The birth
And
month of the
we-
world.
Start
Go.
leaving.
Yeah, what's
Well,
the
I
plan?
have checks to do first.
Yeah, while you're doing those, you guys are chatting, eating your breakfast. What is the plan? What are you guys planning on doing? Are you heading right to the cities? Or are you waiting for your holy water or something, right? Or what are you doing?
Well,
No,
no.
I put that on public. I don't
We are
know.
scouting.
That's survival for looking for food.
Food for everyone today.
Cool.
Nice.
Now, I'm gonna see if I find any poisons today.
The plan then is we are going to scout Twin City 2.
Okay,
The one that the dudes didn't die at,
fair enough.
and hope it's a little less horrible. We're gonna.
Yeah, Fury is out looking for food and comes back with some food for everyone, and also runs into two poisons that you can try and harvest. One is from a roots of a plant. You can tell that this would make a good poison.
Okay, I'm just gonna try this one for starters.
Okay. You get it. This is molasses root paste. It is a contact poison that I will add to your sheet. And the second one is... It seems like it's some, sap from a tree that you see, oozing out of a tree that you know if you could distill and collect this. Unfortunately, yeah, you're not quite familiar with this exact sap and what exactly it does, so you kind of fumble that one. But you get your
Okay.
other one, which I need to add to your sheet before I forget. Molasses root paste. Boom.
What is the idea about but spider silk? It has a stronger disease for it to burst.
Yes.
Also lighter.
Yeah, and it is.
Yeah.
lighter.
But it doesn't have as much HP, so you can cut it easily, but you can't just go, ah!
Indeed. All right. Who wants to draw me out the route you are taking for the day?
Oh, well, I'll do it again.
Sorry,
yeah, I
I
think
didn't see
today
it.
is just kind of straight down the coast. About here.
Okay, yeah, and like I said, you guys have experienced this region enough that unless you specifically want to let me know, you're looking for things to kill, I'll say you guys are experienced enough to avoid any troublesome encounters in this region. Unless you're looking
Only if
for
we
it.
pass anything that looks like it might have food, like be like meaty that we could use as our food for tomorrow.
Fair enough.
Like
then...
a rabbit.
Sure, then someone blind gem roll and roll off Forest Region 1. See if you encounter anything worth feasting on.
Oh,
or
I need to change to blind first. I almost fucking did it wrong, and John would have yelled at me.
No, it's whatever. Yeah, unfortunately, Rin scouts out some, or how many do you see? He sees a batch of 5 cockroaches. I'm not sure if you're interested in eating cockroaches, but...
Nah.
that's the only
We're not
thing
that
you-
desperate. Not yet.
That's the only thing you kind of encounter while
Could
you're...
we
Are they
try and
poisonous?
No.
could we try and fish since we're by the ocean?
Yeah, do any of you know how to fish?
I didn't know if it was a specific skill we needed.
It's not really specific. I guess it would be profession, fisherman or fisher person, or whatever you want to call it.
Technically, anybody can fish. It's just like, do
Come
we
on,
have like a
fishing
hook?
can be a hook.
Yeah, so if you can give me a good enough survival check to piece together some wood and some string and can get some adequate bait.
Oh, why am I still blind? Well, that was my attempt.
I mean,
Yeah.
we still need a hook, right? As well as just eat the bait.
Yeah,
if
the
we
check
use
is
the rope
putting
to make it
together... Yeah, you got enough materials around. You got arrowheads. You got stuff you could make it work. You can MacGyver
we got
something.
a pole.
Megumi, yeah.
Yeah.
Your natural cat-like instincts are not good enough to catch any fish. But Fury, you do...
You go into the water.
You do catch a 1 ration's worth of fish while you're on the shoreline that you can
Hey.
preserve and use later. I said I didn't want to track this, but if you want to track it yourself, you can write 1 ration of fish.
No,
somewhere.
it will just be taken off for tomorrow.
Well, that's the thing. You have to remember that. But anyway.
Yeah, I'll
sure.
remember that right now.
All right.
Unless we're ending right now.
We will be ending
Let's end
soon.
right.
But
Yeah.
anything else you guys want to do this evening/day? You guys get that far. The sun is starting to set. You're on the shore.
Oh,
The
Felix,
water's calm.
do you want me to take chances off the soap, or are you gonna do it?
I have my own soap.
Okay. I will
party
take
soap.
2 Sis, did you take a shower with some soap? It's more witty, so I know if I need to take 1 or 2 chances off.
I just jump in the water.
Okay. 1 chance off the soap.
All right.
Being stinky helps me stealth better. I don't want to smell like soap.
I don't know about that. Right. 14-9.
All right. The
There we go.
evening comes and goes. The watches are peaceful and nothing.
So weird.
Nothing interrupts your watches or sleep, and we go to the next day in the month of Ariel.
I'm taking it out of the bag of holding because it's just
So-
not. So.
Megumi's been observing Fury looking for poisons, and
Mhm.
she's decided that when Fury looks for poisons, she's going to go look for catnip.
Sure. Yeah, brand new morning. I guess poison and catnip checks, or food checks.
Yeah. Here's the
Can all
my
go for food, so why not?
check.
Yeah, Rin, you find a ration for yourself. Megumi, you do not find any catnip. Fury, you do find a ration. So that's 3 rations total you've accumulated for today
Ooh.
with the fish.
Leyland, do you find anything for us?
You know, I think I'm just chilling.
No, that's
I'm
right,
ready to
Leyland.
go.
Good, a lot of rations. You can chill.
Yeah. I will go on -1.
Excellent. And you can... Oh, yes, your poison check. You find a poison you've already encountered before. You can choose if you want to harvest it or not. It's this insecticide again that you come across. Would you like to harvest it?
If it's worth it.
Yeah, because I didn't succeed in saving it last time, so I'll harvest it again.
Sure. Give me a survival check. You do indeed get the insecticide, 1 dose of it.
I deleted it off my sheet. Can you add it back, please?
Yes, I can.
This is day 17.
Where is my insecticide? Here we go. And sorry, I didn't see if you charted out your path for the day. Where would you like to go with your 24 miles?
Okay, you do it with me.
You guys making a pit stop for any more questions of the chasm? Or as someone has labeled it, the Whispering Rift of Lost Souls, which I kind of like.
Yeah, used to that. Yeah, like we'll end camp like close by, and I'll see if I can get us information on Twin City too.
Alrighty.
While we're up setting camp anyways, might as well, right?
Yeah, you can set up camp near the chasm. And what questions and what language are you speaking into the Cavern of Lost Souls?
I will try Elven, and I will ask... So anybody that know anything about the city to the southeast of here on the cliff?
Yeah, what?
In Elven, you'll hear a response. I know much of this land. I do not know in what direction relative you are speaking of.
They're dead souls, they have no fucking idea where they're at.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Why don't
Gonna
you
have to ask
say
about
the
the
Twin City on the east side
Yeah.
of the continent?
The Twin City on the east side of the continent.
You have to phrase it in a question, bud.
What do you know about the Twin City on the east side of the continent on the cliff?
Remarkable piece of architecture and construction. 2 cities made to look identical to one another, modeled after the great structures of our ancestors. It is a magical place.
Oh, I'm gonna hear myself. Do you know anything about a diamond that supposedly you are held in the Twin Cities? Or in one of them?
There are many rare gems and stones in many of the shops in the Twin Cities for purchase. I know not of any specific rare diamonds, but I'm sure you could find what you're looking for, as many have never left unsatisfied from these cities.
What people live in the Twin Cities? What bases?
There are all sorts of people, elves of all kind, some dwarves, some tieflings, ASMR. These are the main denizens of the Twin Cities.
This might be raising a question, but I'm curious maybe I connect them. What is your name, my good sir?
Let's see.
I hope I'm not waiting a question for this.
My name is Siradure.
Please type that out.
Yeah, sure.
Siradure. Siradure.
Public role.
Siradure. Was that what you said, John?
Siradire is what he says.
Siradure. Siradure. that name.
Don't diss the random name generator.
Sarah there. Do you know who are there anybody that rules this continent as either king or queen?
No one man or woman rules the continent of Aldius.
They're so progressive. They're clearly an elective democracy, and it's not the fact that there's multiple rulers in multiple places. It's great.
They might need a little freedom. Sounds like.
True.
Who calls the shot in the Twin Cities? Is it a mayor or somebody else?
What is the system of government in the Twin Cities?
Yeah. What is the system of government in the Twin Cities, Sir there?
Are you still speaking Elven?
Yeah, and I will specifically also mention that name.
Yeah, name doesn't care.
Probably not, but I'm gonna try. Maybe it's Schismet chats to talk to that person?
A different voice responds and
Bollocks.
says, it's a female Elven voice, and says, it is a dictator named
There.
Incredibly
Dorafil.
progressive.
Type that out.
Sure.
Okay, well, I'll keep it there. Okay. Dictator Rorafil. And he rules over both Twin Cities?
They rule, yes, both Twin Cities.
Ray, as in the royal Ray, I'm guessing.
You're asking
Who knows?
No, I'm not asking that.
Ask what race Dorafil was.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm trying to think of a nice name. What race does Dorafil belong to?
Dorafil is of Aasimar origin.
Interesting. I'm gonna humor this with a few more questions. Do you know if Dorafil held a extremely perfect diamond in that he might have been very proud of?
Yes, he held many gemstones dear to him. He was known for his love of emeralds in particular, but he had a money of large and impressive diamonds.
Well, the party know that Dorafil was a love of the green kind, but he did also have a very large diamonds. Anything else you want me to ask this person? I will say it isn't common to them, so that doesn't go to the coast somehow.
Yeah, the dwarf responds, go fuck yourself. I can't think of anything right now. Well, seeing as both of these cities were built to be identical, the interesting question would be, is there some way, like where... Okay, well, I have too many questions, right? And I don't think they can provide adequate answers for any of them, because that would be really weird. But we could try asking how... in which of these cities does this dude primarily reside, this dictator? Do they know of his treasures, right? does he keep some in this city, some in that city? Mostly
So
in one
would
of
you
them.
like to know where he primarily keeps his treasure, or where he primarily was himself?
I think both are
First.
interesting.
Yeah, but which one would you want to know first, in case I only have one left?
Well, treasure's probably more important.
Do you know where Dorothy primarily kept his treasure of the Twin Cities? The one to the south, or the one to the east? Well, the one to the west of the continent, or the one on the east of the continent, I guess I should say.
They
Probably very
each
important.
have their own treasure rooms in the main manor of the city.
What I expected.
In which place did Dorothy primarily reside for most of the time? The east or the west of the Twin Cities?
Both. Equally.
So he stayed there equal, okay. Anything else you guys have?
I don't know, I feel like there's something really weird going on with these Twin Cities.
Agreed.
Just the fact that... Okay, so you have this...
Do you want me
dictator
to
that
ask her
rules-
why exactly they were made identical?
I don't think that necessarily helps, but you can try.
Why were the Twin Cities made like perfectly identical?
Asking in Elven,
Yeah.
you'll hear male voice respond.
Is it Saturday?
No.
Ah.
The Twin Cities were constructed by twins. They made identical cities to reflect their identical appearances.
Do you know of the dictator Doraphil?
No.
How old are the Twin Cities?
I know not their exact age. Likely centuries old.
I have a real good question, actually.
I'm just asking, the centuries are hundreds, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting. That might be important information to know that this place is extremely old, at least when the city stood.
You know, something we could ask. And
Yes.
we would probably have to ask this question a lot.
I'll try.
Decisively get an answer. The real interesting question is, do any of these dead souls, aside from, the party that we know that this chasm where the dead speak back exists?
Do you know of a chasm where you can speak to the dead in the northern part of the continent?
No.
Yeah, and we're gonna get a fuck ton of
Yeah,
those, I think.
and I'm gonna be spending like basically until like it's time for us to sleep. Then I'm just gonna be over here and just like throw this
Ask a
question
question.
around.
Yeah, unless you speak to the old party that was here, you will get all no's.
Yeah. That's what I thought, but you can never be too careful, because this could have been a feature at some point before this place land fell.
But
Yeah, I have an idea that these people dead in here, other than our old party, are like fucking long dead before something crazy happened to this continent.
I think so too. But I mean, not only, right? If there were still some people alive after a point, since the old party is dead here, there is a certain span of time where other things could have died that we could speak to that are in this cavern.
Unless legitimate, this place is void of any No, celestial.
Speak with deadable life, yes, but
I'm
no, I
blessed
meant
now
any.
because we know everyone that lives here now, or at least supposedly the people who live here now, all live in the Underdark and stuff. So maybe there's something where when they die, they're able to keep the souls from ending up here. But since the new party didn't find them or like find where they are, or the Underdark, they got stuck in the souls of dead. So maybe that's why they went underground, or something about, I don't know, who knows, right?
What?
But
yeah.
I don't remember anything about the underground. Jesus Christ! Apparently, I was not paying attention.
yeah, I asked them. Well, so we knew that like the people who inhabit here. So the brief stuff that Jet had told us is that the old info they had about these people were they were very pale. So it was either like, okay, maybe like drow-ish type people, or vampires, right? Something very pale. So that's our like assumptions. And I asked a question of them, like, do they to the old party, like, did they know anything or have any information about the people who dwell here? And they said that they live in the Underdark, or like underground or whatever. But I asked them if they knew how to get to them, and they said no. So the old party, but I think was that was the cleric. He was telling them stories about it. Like they said they were like ghost stories or whatever, but that the information they had was that they live in the Underdark.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so there was a potential elven town down here in the woods. Though that could be like fucking 40 centuries ago, we don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, Underdark doesn't necessarily just have to be elves. Like, there are...
No. Like, no, I meant down like in the southern woods.
Oh.
But like that we got told by like I think one that wasn't an actual party, the previous party. So it's like, yeah. So I've marked it as the basis is like elven town question mark. But yeah.
The only thing Underdarks around here doesn't have. The only thing the Underdark around here doesn't have are mind flayers, because those are copyrighted.
But yeah, I'm just wondering if no one other than... Like, if we ask for a long time, right, and we get no's from everyone,
Yeah.
except for the previous party, right, that suggests that maybe that has to do with why they went underground. Is that
Could very well
some reason they either can stop that magic from like stealing their souls when they die or something, right?
Yeah, or they're extinct. It's one of those two, basically.
Yeah, I don't think they're extinct. I think there are people here somewhere, and maybe they're finding ways to covert the magic that is across this land now.
Yeah. Well, we'll sleep, John. If nothing ambushes us, we will wake up on day 18 and call it.
Yeah. Peaceful night. Any more no more questions?
I just don't have any.
Currently, no.
All right. Yeah, you wake up on the 18th, and I guess now is a good time to call it here. I just want on
Unless
record.
like you want us to call it like key instead.
Or whatever you guys
No,
want.
let's just end waking up, because there could be random encounters, there could be things we come across, stuff that could take time. So I think our plan for next session is we'll get to like right here, and then our plan is to then head into this twin city and check it out.
Well, not all of us in there, at least. Either you or me scout it.
All right,
well,
checking out the Twin
The whole
City.
party didn't just fucking all of us go in.
I mean, we'll figure it out next week, but obviously we can't like scout. We don't want to scout like too far ahead of the party, because if we do, like, we don't know what's there. We want them close by in case something happens. But
yeah, but my mind also goes like, well, in case something is there, one person might be able to escape. I can, for example, because if it's like undead, I am technically faster than them. Technically.
yeah, I mean, we can scout ahead and stuff, but I would think
not
we'll all be
all
close to the
undead
city.
have the same movement speed. I don't know where you got that from. But...
No, true. Like there are probably some that I have like more than 30 feet, but like I think I'm hoping you wouldn't throw something at us that
He's gonna hit you with a zombie horse and you're gonna get fucked.
Well, I mean, we have no idea what's meant to be in this city, and it could be something we're not meant to fuck with at this point. But that's why we just carefully go up to it, and if we see anything, we assess, and we dip the fuck out real fast if we have to.
Yep.
I would definitely
Indeed.
say though that Megami should be further back, just like because she can't do shit on the first round.
You don't tell the cat how to live her life. She's got 9
Yeah, but it'll
lives.
just be like, we all need to flee, and she just has to stand there with a
True.
headache.
I mean, that's
I mean, we
part
could
of
just
having a
grab
curse. Yeah, you could grab her.
grab her and run.
But yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
because we're strong enough to do that.
Anything else you want to get on the record
Correct.
before I shut
Go
the
back
stream
over.
down?
John, you are a madman with the amount of content you've made for this place. There you go.
True. Alright, yeah, thank you all for, I hope you had fun, and I'm shutting the stream down now.